Welcome everybody to USC Upstate Super Smash Brothers Thursday Night Throwdown. Week 7. Yeah, we see Essie in part of the comms team. We got a little something special in order. This is Jackson. I'm here. I'm the director of esports with my good friend Beavis. How you doing, Beavis?
I'm doing just fine. In case you don't know who I am, I won week 1 of Scrub Bracket, and I placed second in the week before's contenders. I am now the official whetstone of the contenders bracket, sharpening whoever comes through, honing them into a near perfect player.
Well,
I am.
we would only hope so.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
I am absolutely ecstatic to be here. What about you, Jackson?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I'm gonna. My goal here is to be the sort of color commentary. Beavis, I'm really happy to be here next to you because I know you are a champ when it comes to just stellar play-by-play, which we desperately need. Now, the reason why some people are wondering where's Exodia, where's Jelani, where's Jay, what are they doing, where are they at? And the truth is, they're competing tonight. They're one of our teams that are going to be playing, and what we have is a duos set where we have one of our better players that are typically in the champions bracket are mentoring and taking somebody who's we can say a work in progress or a slightly lesser player, a contender or a scrub, and people who play in bracket, sort of mentoring them and coaching them.
And I can definitely say that Jelani and S, as little as we've seen of S, he is a very good player from what I have observed.
Yeah, no, there's no doubt about that. Yeah, he can definitely play, and he's been itching to sort of prove himself. So we'll see how that goes. We got a guy Grump in the back there, our club secretary. Yeah, some of our team makeup arcs are gonna be really good, and the way the matchups are gonna work is simple. It's a best 2 out of 3. The very first game in each match will be the lower tier players, where somebody usually a scrub or contender level. The second game will be the champion level players. Now, if it happens to be 2-0, best 2 out of 3, then it's over. That team moves on. But if it's 1-1, that final game, that tiebreaker for that match, is going to be a 2v2 with friendly fire. Oh, where is it? We're ready to go? They are ready to roll.
Yep.
So anyways, let's start off right off the bat. We have our coming up, and that means, well, we're trying to get them all down there. They're playing. We have 2 teams. Team SUH, which is the
Super Ultra Heavyweights.
Super Ultra Heavyweights, they're calling themselves. And the Team Rocket.
Very classy. I will personally say a bit of me is happy that I am not participating in this tournament because, as Jackson knows here, I am not much of a team player, and having team attack on would have landed me in the dirt.
Yeah, I think a lot of people. I remember when we first discussed the sort of tournament and the setup event, there was this idea of like, do we have it on or do we have it off? And I think just sort of for the shenanigans and the sort of humor of it all and the slapstick comedy, we decided to go with the.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, variety is the spice of life.
Absolutely. Yeah, so let's see how this goes. Here we go.
All right,
First
we are
match.
Battle
Team
of
Rocket.
the Ages. Ganondorf versus Link. Will the hero triumph? We see Mitch throwing out Boomerang. He stops the side B from Ganondorf. Going for the down air, misses the Warlock kick. I don't even think that's what it's called. He's ranging him out. Ganondorf does not have a lot of range. He is infamous for that. Lands the side smash. Mitch has not taken a hit yet. Gets an up smash. He is racking up damage. Gets the bomb. Can he make it back from that? He makes it back. And Mitch is still ranging him out. He's playing very, very safe. Lands the bomb again. He is using those bombs like there are no tomorrow. Gets the bomb. Knocks it behind him. Misses that side smash. Unfortunate. No up smash. No kick. He gets that. Oh, should have gone for a good down. What was it? Down tilt. That's what it's called. Oh, misses the down smash. That is sad. Gets spike. Oh, almost lands that. And that is the first stock off of Caleb. Nick not even having 50% on him. He is looking very good at this point. He's trying to lure him into the bomb. Almost lands that. Lands the dash attack. Gets some good damage off. Misses that up B. Almost gets hit by that. Oh, he is off stage. He makes it back. That could have been very bad at a higher percentage. Lands another dash attack. Gets another bomb. Does that kill? Nope. Does not. Shields Kabam. Good job. He comes back up from the ledge with an attack. If he did not do that, that up smash could very well have killed. Speaking of up smashes, we got one from Mitch. That almost kills. Ganondorf is at kill percent again. Oh, that is not pop shield. That is amazing. Very good management from Mitch. And he knocks him off stage. Oh, he comes back.
Those bomb timings are just incredible.
He does have very good timing of those. And that's the up smash. Another stock. Mitch is up 3-1. Are we going to see a free stock here? Lands that. Oh, he could have very well landed that down smash. He goes for another. Doesn't get as lucky. Mitch still playing very, very safe, outranging Ganondorf, and Caleb finally takes a stock from Mitch. It is not over yet. Good damage off of that dash attack. Another one. Oh, does not get up in time. Lands the down P. Could have comboed that to the up smash, but Mitch is on top tonight.
Oh, that's something. By the way, we got to say, Mitch literally just walked into the arena 3 minutes before the entire event.
He came in prepared. We have to respect that.
He was ready.
Still trying to range him out. That shield is looking awfully small considering Ganondorf's size. Very good combo of projectiles. He lands that midair grab.
Ooh.
Dodges the arrow. Very, very nice. Always gets him with a dash attack. Have not seen that yet. It is extremely close, but it is looking like Mitch might come out on top. But we are not counting Caleb out of this. He gets another stock off of Mitch.
It's still possible. I would have never thought this. Now he's got to be very, very careful. Caleb is sweating. He's sweating. The controller's
Barely
wet.
grasped it with his pinky finger. Oh! And that is it.
Well done.
Mitch with a JV2 over Caleb. Very, very well done. Link, the hero, has prevailed again.
So that means we got, they're going to swap it out. You know, just to be fair, these are both scrub bracket winners. Mitch won scrub bracket at 1 week. Caleb won it. And to see that, I mean, here's what I'm really happy with. You can see Caleb, who really, I don't think he can practice all evening in the last couple of days, adjusting sort of mid-match.
Yeah, he is he's doing very well.
Right?
Doing very well, especially against Link, who has a lot of ranged options. Our next match with the DK Ditto. This is going to be something. Oh.
Wait.
Maybe not.
Misplay? Okay. I figured maybe a button check.
Are we not going to see DK Ditto? That is upsetting.
No, it might have been a wrong control scheme setup or something.
That is possible.
Yeah.
Right?
There you go.
There we go. All right, so DK Ditto is still on. These are the moments that I live for. Oh, we are going to Final Fantasy stage, whose name I cannot remember.
You know, it's funny here. We got Parker playing up against Professor J. Parker originally wanted to team up with Professor J, and here they are fighting against each other.
This is going to be a very, very interesting match. We're going to see which DK is better. Combos that spike into the up tilt.
And I think Parker actually is playing DK because he anticipated, he wanted originally, like I said, to play with Professor J. That didn't work
That is a meaty combo. That could have killed at a higher percentage. Gets the forward air kill. Very, very nice.
Credit to the fact that he took that much damage off of Professor J, though.
Yeah, Professor J still has that fully charged punch, and he can let it go whenever he wants. Another stock that quickly. Oh my goodness.
That's that charge punch, huh?
That wasn't the charge.
It wasn't? Oh my goodness.
DK is just that stupid good. He finally takes a stock, gets rid of that charge. Parker can still win this if he plays very, very well. We're going to see how that works out. Goes for recovery, knocks him backwards. Goes for a dash attack. We could have seen a spike there, I think. Are we going to see a spike? Almost. That would have been... Oh. And that is it. Amazing gameplay from Professor J. He is the leader of the DK crew.
It ended. That unfortunately means that Team Rocket takes a 2-0 and we don't get our 2v2 match. So, hey, I kind of honestly would have been looking forward to that.
I mean, I think with that DK match, all of my needs for tonight were fulfilled.
Yeah, oh, yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. I will say this, though. Initially, that sort of Link-Ganondorf match is kind of what people will... When Smash Brothers was originally announced way back in the late 90s for N64, that was the whole idea, right? Is to play a Mario versus a Bowser and to play... or even a Mario versus a DK in the original game.
The classic evil versus villain match.
Yeah. Good
or
versus
hero
evil
versus villain.
Yeah, absolutely, right? And Link versus Ganondorf, a great story narrative in there. Who's up next? Next up, we have Dead Prez. So this team of Dead Prez it's our former club president, Evan.
And our current club president, Hunter.
Right. Playing on a team. And they're going up against Pinkies. And Pinkies is really just no idea what what's behind that name. But I can say that it's very quickly, I think this team was put together 5 minutes before the event. And we're going to go up and wait. Where's okay, we got Sadwick. Our boy Sadwick. We know it's his real name, by the way, we should say for the audience. His real name is Satvik, but you know, he plays at such a honestly sad level. He's earned I would say he's earned the reputation of Sadwick, and we are waiting for him to leave the scrub bracket, win it, and he can shake off that moniker and then be, I don't know, Super S or something like that, but our actual S sitting behind us is kind of taking that title. So we'll see. Maybe we'll make him we'll just get a plain white shirt and get some paint and draw an S on it and make him look like Superman or something like that, so he can ascend beyond being Sadwick. So who do we got here? I wonder who they're going to play. I wonder what they're going to play.
I will say about that Link and Ganondorf matchup, all honesty, that is not a match.
Yeah, Scrubs are always going to play it first.
That match was not in Ganondorf's favor, unfortunately. Ganondorf has very limited range options. He has ways to close gaps in that wizard kick, but otherwise he doesn't have any ranged options. He's the character that gets in your face and deals as much damage as possible. And unfortunately, that doesn't work that well against Link, a character with mid-range options, long-range options. But nothing is impossible. We can only hope that the next time that Caleb and Mitch meet on the battlefield, that Caleb prevails. Our next match, Kazuya and Roy. This is going to be interesting. Not one that you would see very often.
I'm gonna make sure I got the teams right here. You know what's wild about this is that Sadwick plays a mean Bayonetta, and he's been trying to play. He's been inspired by our multi-week champion Damien to play Kazuya, but you know Kazuya, he's a great character. You know how to play correctly, so we'll see if he can actually pull something.
Kazuya being a character from a fighting game, he does have a very, very he does have an extra layer of complexity. So being able to master that is going to take some time. But it would seem that Evan is definitely familiar with Roy, at least. He can absolutely get a kill on Sadwick at this point. But Kazuya is also very, very good. So we could see a comeback.
Yeah, those comebacks are easy with Kaze because he does so much damage on just a few hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what's up. I mean, I know Evan was practicing in the arena all week. He was practicing deeply with Mitch, and we just saw Mitch's caliber, by the way, earlier, who played very, very well. Evan was practicing against him and taking most of those matches.
As someone who has fought Mitch in contenders, he's definitely making improvement. And we get our first kill, Evan on Sandwick. Evan at 71%. That, I do believe, is kill percent for Kazuya. We're going to see if he can get it in. Don't charge that too long. He lands it, and that kills.
He just walked into it. I feel like he gifted it.
This is taking a turn for the worse for Sandwich, but he can bring it back. Kazuya, very, very powerful character. He's going back to that neutral special again. If it works once, it'll work again. He's building damage with side B. Are we going to see him kill with that neutral B again? I would not be surprised. Sandwich can go in for the kill at any moment. He just has to be brave enough to do it. I would say that she should go for it. Like they say, desperation or inspiration, and I think it's come to desperation at this point. He's playing it a bit too safe. Evan gets another side B off. Are we going to see it? Not quite. That was a good combo from Sandwich there. If he can land that again, it is almost certainly a kill. Are we going to see another? Are we going to see it? We are going to see another neutral B kill from Evan. 3 stocks against Sandwich with Roy. What a game.
Yeah, that was fun to see. It's great to see the former president of the club, who's worked so hard to sort of get, I mean, to help build and develop this program for, to what it is today. And really pick up the game in 1 week and say, hey, I kind of miss the spotlight a little bit. I'd like to be back there again. I want to do something. What can I do? Oh, by the way, there's a Smash tournament every Thursday? Maybe that's the way I can get a little bit of camera time.
It is very admirable to see him doing that. We're going to see Hunter's world-famous Jigglypuff against Rob's infamous Pokemon trainer.
Make sure we're on the same side. We are? Okay, we're good. Are they? Okay.
We got a Pokemon battle going on the Kingdom Hearts stage.
No, but I mean, one of them is player 1. I gotta...
They're both checking each other out. Now, Jigglypuff is an interesting character in this regard because it is a very high-risk, high-reward character. If you can get a down air into rest, it is over for Robbie. We're going to see how well Hunter plays, and if he can do well with Jigglypuff, then Rob might finally take an L. Rob switching to Ivysaur, possibly for more kill power. Jigglypuff is very light. He might be able to kill at that percent. Gets a down B, cannot get it to... Tries to go for sleep, does not work. Jigglypuff at 100, that is absolutely kill percent. One wrong breeze and it goes flying. We get the first kill from Hunter. Charizard is being sent out, and we are almost certainly going to see a stock taken very soon. Hunter is playing very finicky, and there's the stock. He's back to Squirtle through combo potential.
You gotta love these Pokemon matchups, right? Where you got nothing but Pokemon characters.
Absolutely. Jigglypuff is a fun character to play and a fun character to watch. I am in love with high-risk, high-reward characters, and none of those... That does not suit Jigglypuff any better. He's charging up at Water Gun. He gets to sleep. Are we going to see the rest? We do! That is a rest stock. That is what you love to see from these matches. We're going to see if Rob can bring it back. It is absolutely possible. Jigglypuff is not known for their defense. That forward smash almost kills. Swapping a Charizard for kill power. All it takes is one smash attack. Hunter is still playing very, very safely. We're going to see if Rob is willing to get in there and take that stock. And there it is with the back air. Back to Squirrel for comboing. Is it possible? We almost see a shield break with that. Very close to death there from Rob. Oh, he goes off stage. He makes it back. Gets the down throw. He's getting aerial comboed. We're almost even in percentage. We're going to see how this turns out. Jigglypuff is getting those combos in. Are we going to see a sleep into rest? That could have very well been a spike from Ivysaur. Jigglypuff is at 79. I believe that is kill percent. Hunter still playing very, very safe. Trying to not get in range of Rob. Jigglypuff is in the air, which is where they excel, but it is also their greatest enemy, especially against the Pokemon like Ivysaur, who excels in aerial control. 119% is not dead yet. There is still a chance that Jigglypuff brings us out. And that is it. Rob wins against Jigglypuff.
That's honestly a bit of a surprise. And you know, this could be this that our good friend Hunter was but here's a plus side, right? So Hunter, who I think was in many ways favored perhaps to win that one, because he's in so many times been top 4. Rob is consistently one of our best players, and now we get our first 2v2 of the night.
And we are officially going to get that with Dead Prez versus Pinkies. I could have seen that match going either way. Jigglypuff is a very, very good character when used correctly. Very high risk, high reward, as I said before. If you know your ways in and your ways out, then you can do very, very well with Puff.
And here's the downside or you could say the upside of this is that it is a team event. It is players having to sort of carry each other. And in this case, we know Hunter and Evan have played together and practiced together, whereas Rob and Sadwick, not so much.
I definitely see this match working in Hunter and Evan's favor, because while Evan is not amazing at Roy, he does have some experience. Meanwhile, Sadwick is very, very new with Kazuya, who is an extremely complex, arguably the most complex character in this game. But Rob is also a very skilled player who could possibly make up for that, so we will have to see. And Sadwick is already down a stock. How unfortunate. Evan is comboing Sadwick.
What's the move here if you're kind of a new player? Just kind of stay in the middle, at least don't get fallen off the stage the way Sadwick is?
I would say so. I would say try and divide and conquer. Since we have team attack on it, that can definitely be a detriment to some. One takes one, the other takes the other. Hunter is comboing Kazuya off stage, and he cannot make it back. Sadwick down 2 stocks. Hunter seems to be attacking his own teammate on accident. That was a very... launched into Evan's attack. That is something. And Ivysaur gets the kill on Roy.
And somehow it's even.
By the grace of God, it is. Jigglypuff almost being taken away. They're still not dead yet. Amazing survivability from Hunter. And that's it. Commentator's cursed. Are we going to see another stock from Rob on Evan? It seems that Sadwick is out. We got 2 stocks. Are we going to see another kill? Oh, we do. We are 3 stocks total for Hunter and Evan, and 2 stocks for Rob. It is 2v1, and we can definitely see them pull this out. However, we are not going to count Rob out of it. He is a very, very good player. Arguably one of, if at least the 3rd best in this scene. We could see him bring this back from the brink of death. He's going to land that neutral B on him.
That's rough too, because it's a minefield, right? He can get put to sleep at any random moment. He's got to look at 2 players. He's navigating. Oh, okay.
And that is a stock. It is now back to the Pokemon battle between Hunter and Rob. And quite honestly, with that stock before, I could have seen some amazing potential of putting Ivysaur to sleep and Roy going in with his neutral B. Ooh, that launches quite a bit all the way across the stage. Charizard is out for kill power, but also for survivability. However, if he can get a Sing and land a rest, it is going to be over. That shield pressure is immense. I can tell that Rob really, really wants that kill. He almost throws himself off stage, and that is it. Swapping an Ivysaur for big damage and good combo potential. What are we going to see here? He's at 100+%. We could see a kill from Hunter's part. Back to Charizard for survivability. Will he be able to make it back from that? He will. We are playing very, very finicky here. There is a lot on the line. One good attack from Charizard can put Hunter away, and Hunter gets the kill. We are back to Squirtle. It is not over yet for Hunter. We can see a comeback. That smash attack doing some big damage, launching Jigglypuff away, putting her in the air for Ivysaur. Nice smash attack there from Rob. We are going to be... Oh, we could have seen a rest there. That would not have killed, but it would have done some good damage. And while it would have done that, it also would have left Jigglypuff very vulnerable. Hunter is weighing his options in this regard. We're still seeing a lot of finicky gameplay. No one wants to close in and get the kill. There's too much risk for too little reward. We're almost seeing a shield pump there for Charizard. Launches off stage. Are we going to see a kill soon? Misses the side smash. And that is it.
That's awesome. That's incredible to see. I mean, Rob is like a person on a mission right now. I mean, that is literally everybody screaming. You put the team on your back, and he really did. That is something. You know,
that is incredible to see how Rob has carried Sapwick like that. Sapwick, who is not, as far as I'm aware, played Kazuya until today.
That's true. I mean, he was talking about, I think I'm going to play Kazuya. But, you know, people say, I think I might do something, and then they go to the player that they're, you know, kind of familiar with. And the next thing you know, you know, you pick a new player, and you're kind of not used to it in the tournament setting. But I will give, in all fairness to Sapwick, he lasted up until Evan in that match in that 2v2 was on his last stock. He didn't do that bad.
He did.
If you take away that mistake of the SD and originally, he would have maybe held his own there.
Again, in Smash Bros, you can only improve. In any game, quite frankly, you can only improve. And if Sapwick can learn how to play a good Kazuya, he will go from Sapwick, the moniker that we have given him for his rather unimpressive gameplay, to an absolute menace. The only other Kazuya player we've seen in these tournaments is Damien. And if he can match his skill level, far-fetched as it may be, it will be a very, very interesting match if those two come to head. Next up, our match between Mitch and S, with Lucas and Mewtwo, the two Psychics. And I suppose Ness is also there, but what is Lucas but different Ness? We see a parry. I believe that is the first parry of the night. Neither player really wanting to approach, knowing their limits. We're very even. Let's see. Mitch does have a reflect, and Lucas is a very projectile-based character. We're going to see if he abuses that. Going for the PK freeze, misses it, but does shield. We're going to see a throw. Could not land at PK freeze. He goes too high. Teleports upwards, leaves him in free fall. Very vulnerable. And that is the first stock of the match with a PK freeze from Lucas. Now, Lucas is racking up percentage very, very quickly now. It is possible for Mewtwo to get a kill despite him being such a lightweight character. He tries to absorb that Shadow Ball, and there is the kill. We are back to even. 0-0, 2 stocks. Gets good down for it, tries to combo it. It does not work. He goes for it again. Reads the air dodge into up smash. S is still at 0%. Mitch is racking up percentage very quickly. We're going to see if he can bring it back. Mitch is getting an up smash in. Again, Lucas using projectiles. We're going to see if Mitch can land one of those reflects and get payback on this Lucas. Are we going to see? We're going to see a back throw. That could have killed if he was just higher. That back throw may kill. Are we going to see it? With the forward air. All right, Mitch is on his last stock, but it is absolutely possible for him to get a kill on Lucas. As someone who has seen Mitch's gameplay firsthand, it is impressive to see how much he has improved, and we get a self-destruct from S. That is rather unfortunate. Mitch has got that fully charged plasma ball, and he lets it rip right there. 52% on Lucas right off the bat. Things are looking to be in Mitch's favor for this match, which again, seeing as he was just in contenders, being able to go up against someone like S is rather impressive. Both players, again, back to playing very, very safely. Does not land that side smash. Takes it like a champ. Lucas is in midair. Are we going to see a fully charged plasma ball kill? It is absolutely possible. We're going to see him throw. Oh, wow. That is almost it. It is really anyone's game here. We are both seeing kill percent. Dodges the PK freeze. Very well done from Mitch. Gets launched. Barely makes it out of that. S is going for kills, and he gets it with the back throw. Very, very well done from S. It is truly anyone's game in that match.
Yeah, have fun to watch. By the way, both S and Mitch, they play on the varsity Valorant team together. They've been on multiple tournaments together. They've known each other for over a year. And by the way, how cool was it also to see Mitch pull out a character besides Link? I didn't know he had it. I think he's been practicing.
I've seen his Mewtwo firsthand, and
in contenders bracket.
In
right?
contenders, and last week's contenders, I lost to his Mewtwo before he went back to Link. So he has got some serious power under his belt. But again, very good gameplay from both parties. It truly was anyone's game. And next we are going to see Professor J back with the Donkey Kong against the one and only commentator J, who is rocking, once again, the Mii Brawler. Goes with Kasaipi, gets that grab. Now, I know that Mii characters have different weights depending on the Mii you use, so if this is a lightweight Mii, then it's going to struggle very, very heavily against a character like DK. But Jay is a very good player in his own right, and we're going to see if he can hold his own. We might see a kill not even a minute into the game. We are not going for spikes. I was going to say, very risky to go for something like that very early on. Are we going to see him knocked away? I do not think he can make it back from that, and that is the first stock in favor of Professor J. Now, DK is off stage, and Jelani does have that shot putt. He can edge guard with that. And it also is a very good shield break tool. DK is off stage. He is throwing those out like there is no tomorrow. We're going for another grab. We could have seen almost a spike there, but Jelani back again with another kill, almost even. We are seeing very, very good gameplay here. Professor J once again has that fully charged punch ready to rock. Gets a spike, gets the up smash. We could see a kill very soon. He's carrying off stage again, gets the stage spike, done dirty. But it is not over for Jay. We are going to see how he can pull this back. 97% on that DK. A good spike is all it takes. Carrying him off stage again, but does not succeed. I do wonder how many kills are we going to see from Professor J of him getting carried off stage, and that is it. Professor J, excuse me, two-stocking Jay. What a match with 2 kills from being grabbed and carried off stage by DK.
Which pulls us in to what? 2v2 of the night. Yeah, it looks pretty serious. Okay, there we go. See, that's what I want to see. A little bit of coaching, a little bit of discussion. You know, Professor J is only sort of fitting in the coaching, given that fellow professor of psychology. It's funny that every single professor who's been here, me, former professor, Dr. Mario, who came in earlier, and Professor J, we're all in sort of that psychology bracket. So it's good to see.
Yeah, I guess there's some link between the two. I can tell you, losing in For Glory back in the Smash 4 days did not do anything good for any of his mental health, I think. But it is an entirely different scene here. And I do think that Professor J and Nick have excellent synergy in this match, but so do our commentators, S and July. We see a spike from J onto Nick for an early kill. That is impressive. And we see another spike. We are getting revenge. Throws Mario off stage for that kill. Professor J, it gets hard when they both have similar names, but Professor J is pulling no punches in this match. We have seen in less than a minute 2 or 3 stocks, 2 of which were spikes and 1 of which was being carried off stage by DK. Professor J gets hit by that PK Thunder from Lucas. Mitch is off stage again, gets hit by a PK Freeze, and that is another stock. And once again, Lucas carried off stage by DK. Landing that Freeze sends him the wrong way. Professor J makes it back. Are we going to see Jelani make it back? We are. Thank goodness that Professor J got out of Mitch's up special, because we absolutely could have seen the kill there. Friendly fire is not tolerated. It is getting very, very risky on the right side of the battlefield with Professor J and X. J does not quite get the stage spike on Mitch. J is down, S is down there low. He is taking advantage of... Professor J is absolutely a kill percent. 1 good attack from either of them. He unleashes that punch. Did we just see a friendly fire kill? But Professor J up 3, or excuse me, Commentator's Curse up 2 against both Mitch, or excuse me, not Mitch, both S and J. We can see a comeback here. We can see Professor J avenge Mitch. But it is going to be quite hard because we have some weakness coverage here. Mario is a very up close and personal fighter where Lucas prefers to stay around your range, and they can cover each other's bases. He launches him into the air, throws him off stage. That is unfortunate. It is now 1-1 in favor of Professor J. S is at 133%. One good attack from DK is all we need. That down smash kills, and we are down to 1 stock against 1 stock. It is anybody's game at this point. While S does not have the percentage lead, DK is a very easy character to get off stage, and we get another kill by DK carrying S off stage. What a match!
Unbelievable. That was something. I mean,
absolutely.
It's funny when you said,
unbelievable.
Can he avenge Mitch? Is it technically considered avenging somebody if you're the reason why they got?
That is a question for the less
avenged?
morally challenged.
Yeah, it's one of those deep philosophical questions that I don't think.
But yes, I can.
Fit to answer, you know. But it's fun. I think this is the reason why everybody wants 1-1 matches. Yes, sir. It's Pika Pika. This is the oh wow, Pika Pika. So we're gonna see Jared, who is a champion level winner, Nimbus, who is a scrub bracket winner. First time tonight playing as Team Pika Pika. I heard they're both gonna play Pikachu.
And I have seen them practicing. Jared is teaching Nimbus well. We're gonna see if that team synergy shines through in this match. But I will say, on the topic of last match, I have not seen much of Professor J's gameplay, but I think that he is going to become a fan favorite. That DK is something else, and while you might argue he's using cheesy strategy, there is nothing that scratches a good itch more than a DK match in Smash Ultimate. We're starting off strong with Nimbus versus Sapwick, Pikachu versus Kazuya, and I am predicting very early on that Nimbus is going to pull this one out against Sapwick. Again, Sapwick only started using Kazuya, has not yet perfected him, but Nimbus has been training with Pikachu for quite some time, and we're going to see that potential shine through, like I said earlier. Kazuya is racking up that percent on Pikachu. We could see an early kill here. I might have spoken too soon. Sapwick is dodging a lot. He does not want to get hit by any of those aerials because he knows that it is combo potential. Lance got Thunder. We could have seen a kill there with a forward air or something up the like. We're now almost even in percent. Almost gets that spike with the Thunder. Nimbus is wanting that, and I cannot blame her one bit.
Yeah, Nimbus being our most recent scrub bracket champion, really wants to sort of prove herself and do well, I think, in prep for a contenders bracket in the future. Who knows, maybe a championship run, we'll see.
And I think that is a very good thing. It is always great to prove yourself. Sapwick at 144, we could see a kill very soon. On either party, actually, that launch further than I expected. All it takes is one good forward smash or forward air to take Sapwick out. Nimbus has to go for it, and it's the Thunder that kills. First shot taken of the match on Sapwick.
And Sapwick playing a lot more patient too, compared to that first match. He felt a little out of it, a little nervous, SDing. He's coming together.
That kill is meaty, goodness. But yes, Sapwick is playing a lot more cautiously. He seems to recognize that Kazuya is a very complex character and takes some time to learn.
And speaking of which, there we go, the SD. As predicted,
tragic.
why he'll stay
So,
maybe Sadwick for a long time.
Tragic. We barely knew ye. But now, Nimbus is up a stock lead. And we're going to see if we get a good, fair kill, or Sadwick is going to, unfortunately, SD again. But Nimbus is trying to rack up that percentage. Sadwick already at 39%, gets another side smash. Gets the spike with Thunder. If that would have sent in the other direction, we could have seen a kill. Again, going for that Thunder really, really wants it. And is that going to be it? That is going to be it. Nimbus with 2 stocks over Sadwick's Kazuya. Very, very well done.
Yeah, it would have been actually a lot closer, you know, minus the SD, but I really like what I see, and this is the sort of the whole point of it. For Sadwick, who's only picked up Kazuya for, what, a few days now? Let's be fair, he's improving. He's already getting better. And we got S in the back, flying that Ice Climbers are really, really high, but I think they're going to stick with the Pika Pika combo. We have the crowd, and that's the great thing about a player like Jared again, who can play probably half the roster at a high level. But again, like that improvement with Sadwick, he became more patient. He understands that Kazuya is not a character like his former pick of a Bayonetta, where you can just fly around and be loose and fast with it.
Yeah.
You got to be patient. You have to be very calculated, and he's growing. And I think that's the point of this, is to be coached and to grow.
Absolutely. And I will say on that comment of Jared playing most of the roster very well, I have seen Rob do very good with characters that you would not expect. We have 2 extremely talented players on the set here. People who can main multiple characters, not just secondaries, not just tertiaries, but pockets in pockets in pockets of character. And we are going to see how they duke it out. Squirrel has already gotten 76% on Pikachu, swapping the Ivysaur for kill power. Pikachu is trying to get Ivysaur on stage and ledge guard him. Pikachu is at over 100% at this point. We could see a kill very soon. As I say that, we are now into Charizard for both survivability and good damage. But we swap back Squirrel. We're back to Ivysaur again. Gets gimped by the spark that Pikachu sent out. But we make it back with Charizard. Now, I will say, Charizard being a heavy character, that Flare Blitz cost him. But did I just see Jared throw out a taunt?
I think that might have been an accidental button press. I can't imagine that's deliberate.
I mean, quite frankly, I could see it as Ivor really. Wow, we see it.
We're seeing Nimbus doing a little taunting here. This is getting fun.
Wow, we see a SD from Jared. He goes into taunting, intentional or not, into an SD. You hate to see that. But, quite frankly, I would not be surprised if Jared is taunting. He is very confident in his skill, and I think if he does manage to pull it back, I say we give him the right to do that taunt. Bragging rights and whatnot.
He's earned it at that point.
But it does not look like it is going to be that way. That almost kills. Rob is very good with that Ivysaur. That up air almost kills. Are we going to see an up air kill potentially? If we can get a good throw into that, it might be what we see. We see a kill with Charizard's forward air. Rob, 2 stocks over Jared. Very, very well done from Rob. And we move into the best, excuse me, the best.
Yes, yeah.
The 2v2 against Pika Pika and Pinkies. 2 Pikachus versus a Pokemon trainer and a Kazuya.
I'm telling you right now, it's so wild. Rob feels like he's on a mission tonight. I mean, he's very, very determined, playing at a very, very high level. I've never seen him this focused. Because I think for a lot of if you actually look at Rob's win percentage, he's one of the winningest players across 6 weeks against some of the best players in the state, to be honest. And he's very quiet, he's very low-key, and maybe he feels like he's a little bit overlooked, and he's here to prove a point.
Well, I think him being quiet and low key is what gives him that. He doesn't like to brag about what he's doing right. He doesn't like to brag about being a good player. He stays silent. He is silent but deadly.
Good way to put it.
Now, I will say, I see this match going in favor of both Rob and Safwit because while 2 Pikachus is a lot to deal with, Pikachu is a very, very light character. Meanwhile, Pokemon Trainer has variety and 3 different Pokemon. Kazuya is more on the heavy side. Even as Safwick is not experienced, Kazuya can also dish out some major damage that can kill Pikachu very, very early on. Safwick is currently the most disadvantaged player. He almost gets killed off of that, but the platform comes in to save him. That down air almost breaks Jared's shield. He cannot move out of the way in time for Nimbus' forward smash, and the stock is taken. But Nimbus is at 100+%, and we see a revenge kill. Safwit cackling like a maniac over there. He knows what he wants, and he wants to win. Oh, we see a smash attack clash there between Rob and I believe it was Nimbus. Now, Rob is at 100+%. We could see a kill. Safwick. I keep calling people out, but they're gamers packs here. It's hard to concentrate. But Safwick comes back from the brink of death. Not quite dead. Yeah, the clutch platform coming in. Now, Kazuya does have that special meter. We could see Safwick pull something out here. Or not. We see Jared getting another kill. This time on Safwick. Jared is hard focusing Rob because he knows he is a threat. Speaking of which, Rob takes out Nimbus. And we see Rob taken out by, I could not tell if that was Nimbus or Jared. It's hard to keep your eyes on one Pikachu, much less 2. But we're seeing very good gameplay from both sides here. We are both free stocks on either side. 1 from Safwick and Nimbus, and 2 from Jared and Rob. And we're going to see how this turns out. We may very well see another Pokemon battle with Jared and Rob at the front of it. Safwick at 100+% again. And that is an SD from Safwick for the final stock. That is unfortunate, but it is now 2v2. And if Nimbus can live until one of Rob's other stocks is taken, I think that Rob's fate is sealed for this match. Jared trying to gimp off of that Ivysaur. Still trying to gimp with that. And he gets it! Now we're out with Charizard. We have kill potential. Speaking of which, Nimbus is down. It is looking like Jared might pull this one out. But Rob, being who he is, the silent but deadly force, we cannot count him out yet. Jared is playing very well despite being over 100% now. He is trying to rack up that damage on Charizard so he can come back and get a kill. Once again, we are back to Squirrel. We have 2 lightweights on the field going to be trying to combo each other and then get a kill.
By the way, what wins in Pokemon, electric versus water?
Oh, electric wins. Which I never understood because only saltwater conducts electricity, and that implies every Pokemon is, you know, a saltwater Pokemon, which it's not. But that's neither here nor there. Back to the match. We're swapping the Ivysaur now. And I think that might be a good move because Ivysaur does have more survivability and just as good, if not better, combo potential than Squirtle. We might see Rob pull this out, but he is definitely feeling the pressure from Pikachu. We see that side smash at 100+% at this point. Swapping a Charizard for survivability. Pikachu is only at 26%. Are we going to see a gimp, or are we going to see a real man's kill? Are we going to see a smash attack, a forward air? We could have seen a kill there. We get a smash attack from Rob, sends Pikachu pretty far off stage. It is a clash of the Pokemon Titans. He gets back on stage, tries to go in. It is anyone's match at this point. One wrong move, and it is curtains. Takes that attack like a champ. We almost see a kill there. Jared is a hair's breadth away from both killing and getting killed. We see the kill. Not quite. Do not call it when you see it. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. We are going to see this match go even further. A minute 30 on the clock. And he gets it before Flare Blitz can come out. Kills with the dash attack. Congratulations to Nimbus and Jared for winning against Rob and Sapwick. What amazing synergy we see from two Pikachus.
The look on Rob's face, the goodness gracious that the camera wasn't there. He was disappointed, but you know, that was sadly familiar territory, a 2v1 kind of in that situation. But hey, now we have an interesting little matchup. We've got our comms team going up against the Dead Prez. Dead Prez and comms. They're gonna be up and at it.
Ooh.
They're up. Jelani's up. I want to say for the record how interesting this is. All four of these players, and I almost kind of want to see them sort of player cam. All four of these players are varsity players. They're officers in the club. They're leadership on campus. They're all respected among their peers, and here they are, duking it out.
Now I said before that battle between Jared and Rob was a battle of the Titans, but now we truly do get to see a battle of the Titans. The higher ups of the esports arena, former and current, are going to duke it out. First match we are seeing is Evan versus S. S once again picking Lucas, a very good range character. If Evan happens to go Roy again, it is going to be a tough match for him.
Yeah, by the way, some people are running in the chat. What's up with the Dead Prez? They like that name. It's an old school sort of moniker. Dead presidents referring to dead American presidents on, you know, dollar bills, $100 bills, $20 bills on actual cash money, meaning that these guys think they are cash money. Bet on us because we will win. And yet they're doing pretty darn good.
I will say that is a good team name. It is surprisingly even considering Evan does not have much experience with Smash Bros. But S is also something of a mid-level player too. We could see it going either way here. Evan at 60%. We can see Lucas get a combo and a kill. Uses got up B. Making very good use of those bombs, arrows, and boomerangs. Using the classic Link arsenal of ranged attacks. But Lucas has some range of his own, his PK powers. That is an unfortunate miss there. That up B very well could have been punished. We could have seen something very, very different. Are we going to see? We're going to see a PK freeze kill. Very good from S, but he is at 80%. He best watch out, especially if Evan decides to turn on his game. Evan keeps throwing out those PK fires, or excuse me, S keeps throwing out those PK fires, and Evan is keeping match. He's relying a bit too heavily on that up B. He's going to want to mix it up a bit and not be so predictable. because that up B has a lot of end lag. It leaves you very, very open to attack. And if anybody in this club is anything, they are an opportunist. But S is off stage. He is fully charging at fire arrow. He wants to kill. Misses the up smash, unfortunately. But this, oh, that is not quite enough. Sadly, Young Link does not have quite the power of normal Link. And we see another kill from S, keeping him off stage. He has a single one come down. He is hesitant. S currently at 175. Will we see Evan take a stock from S? Almost there, but not quite. They are playing very, very safely. One does not want to lose a stock. One wants to go for the perfect 3-stock game, and that is not going to happen. Commentators curse. We see a kill from Evan finally. Now, it is possible that we see a JV3 if Evan plays, or excuse me, if S plays very, very well, and we are going to see it. S JV3's Evan with his Lucas. Extremely well done. Now we move on to our next match, which is Hunter and his Jigglypuff versus Jay and his classic Mii fighter. Now, oh, we're not going to see a Mii fighter. Excuse me. We're going to see Roy versus Jigglypuff. Now, Roy loves to be in character spaces. He's going to be at that range. And Jigglypuff is not a character that fares well. Well, they do fare well fairly up close, but it is very risky getting in with Jigglypuff. We see that Hunter is playing very well, 60+%. We get a sleep. Are we going to see a rest kill? We do. Less than 30 seconds into the match. What a start. But now Hunter has Gastockley, but we can't say for certain if he will forever. Jigglypuff, again, very light character, very easy to kill. And Roy is a character that loves to get in your face. I say that, and we get another kill, this time from Jay. And we get another rest right off of the respawn platform. Absolutely insane gameplay coming from Hunter here. He is pulling no punches. He has flipped the switch on. We are getting combos on Roy. We are seeing it. Hunter is playing no games here. He is coming to prove that Jigglypuff is not a bottom tier character if you play them right. Are we going to see 3 rest kills from this match? If we do, it will go down in history.
Well, at least certainly in the history of our TNTs here at Upstate.
Absolutely. I will say Jigglypuff is one of the most hyped characters to see play. Seeing how they're able to get in and do so little, or excuse me, play very riskily for a very high reward is absolutely intoxicating. We get another sleep.
Oh my goodness.
And he does not go for the rest kill, but he gets a kill anyways. 2 stocks up over Jelani. Very well done for Hunter. And now with 1 in comms and 1 in dead friends, we move on to the tiebreaker match with 2v2.
I couldn't believe that. I could not believe that the range was that insane on that.
I personally am more surprised he was able to get 2 rest kills. That is not an easy feat to pull off in any regard.
Yeah, you're good. We got Evan over here. I think Evan's requesting a controller change. I think he's pulling out an old classic GameCube controller, so he's requested to change his controller.
We're gonna see how this turns the tide of the match.
Oh, we got S complaining that there's some sandbagging going on here, right? Getting last with coaching, but it doesn't look like it. They're focused in on it. And by the way, this is nice to see. I know the crowd, I know me personally, I want every single one of these matches to go to a 2v2. It's just too much fun. Too much fun to pass up. So, you know, this is a real treat. The only downside, unfortunately, now Evan's trying to figure out the button mapping because I don't know if does the Switch show the GameCube controller on the control select. So he's trying to figure out his old classic. I think when did Evan last tell me he played? I think was he a melee guy back in GameCube or was he a brawl guy back on the Wii? Do you remember?
I certainly do not. He's not told me anything about that, but what I do know, these matches are getting me hot. The hype is starting to burn me up.
Yeah, I mean it's and look, and big respect to Jelani here. He's really got a pretty deep character roster. He pulled out the Roy. I almost thought it was maybe taunting because I think Evan played Roy earlier, right, and then switched to Link.
Yes, he did.
So it's interesting to see Evan again, a very new player, saying I'm gonna have a couple of characters I can play with and see how that rolls.
I think that's a very good thing to know a few characters at the very least. Because if
on
one
your coach's discretion, switch to whatever character might be a better matchup.
Exactly, and again, variety is the spice of life. You gotta find what works. One thing will work for one, never will work for another. You gotta learn how the matchup fares.
There we have it. Hey, we have a bunch of balloons popping up on our screen. No idea what that means, but we got them.
We're getting very festive going into this match. We're going to see Young Link and Jigglypuff versus Lucas and Mario. Now we have two very up close and personal fighters. One high risk, high reward, one more bounce. And we have two very, very good range fighters. One excelling kill power and another excelling in combos.
Now, does the Jigglypuff's rest, is that a sort of almost a detriment in a 2v2? You could put your own player or your own teammate to sleep? How does that work?
You could definitely put your own teammate to sleep with Sing, but I think a good player will be able to get a kill on their opponent and not their teammate. Speaking of kills, we see Young Link off the top. Jigglypuff is getting juggled off stage by Jay. He makes it back. We see a rest. Oh, but we get saved. Jay is at a very high percent. We could see a kill on very soon. Unfortunately, from what I've seen, that up B from Young Link does not kill, at least the grounded version. And it is an extremely risky move to do on the ground because of that end lag. We see another sleep, but Evan comes in with a dash attack and wakes him up. Oh, we're going to see a rest kill. We are not, but we are going to see a side smash kill. Very good of Hunter, landing those rests through the chaos. Once again, Jigglypuff being teamed up on. And we see a spike. He is not coming back from that. S and J up 2 on both stocks to 1 on both stocks from Dead Prez. It does not look good in the favor of Dead Prez, but seeing a Jigglypuff match is always good. That is very unfortunate. Does not kill because Jigglypuff is at a very low percent. But we almost see another sleep there into a ref. We see a kill on Evan with the PK freeze, and now it is not looking in Jigglypuff's favor. Hunter cannot afford to do any more fancy bits with rest or putting his opponents to sleep. He's going to have to turn his game face on. We see an unfortunate SD from S, but this is certainly not going to be game at the end. We were going to see a divine miracle if it takes for Hunter to win, and that is that. The comms team, S and J, pulling it out against Dead Prez, Hunter, and Evan. Very, very well done from both sides.
Yeah, I mean, look, for me personally, it's exciting to see them do well because it's sort of their first night off of commentary. They do such a good work. Jelani is a firecracker, and S is, just the consummate good sort of dynamic duo. And to have them just sort of be able to rest and relax and kick back, or actually not even rest and relax, they got to be laser focused against their competition. But to see them just play, just sort of have fun.
Absolutely.
And kick back without any semblance of maybe doing work. Maybe we're seeing sort of their good potential there.
Any esports needs a good commentator. J and S as commentators are just as valuable as the players themselves. Everything that they do is just as exciting as the hype moments that the players pull off, whether it be spikes, rest kills from hunters, getting carried off stage from DK, though I wouldn't exactly call it that hype, but it is funny.
No, it is good to see. That's kind of hype, actually. I think everybody enjoys when they see it. They kind of clutch their hearts and wonder, is it going to work through and is it going to come together? So now we got Pinkies versus the, what are they again, the super ultra heavyweights?
Yes, sir. We're going to see Ganondorf back from Caleb against...
No, Bayonetta. What are we doing here?
It is possible.
He's going back to the Bayonetta.
Wait. No, he's pulling out the Kazuya, it seems. We're going to see two melee-based heavyweights duking it out. But the difference is Kazuya, he has recovery options. He has ranged options. And those are things that Ganondorf does not have. We're going to see that even as inexperienced as Sapwick is, if he can pull it out against Ganondorf.
Yeah, that was hilarious. He kind of wanted to go to Bayonetta, but immediately his coach Rafa says, you got to go Kazuya.
He stuck with his gut there, and I think that his gut chose right.
Well, at least time will only tell. Again, Caleb,
he gets the read on the back roll with the down smash. He is keeping Sapwick in the air. We are going to see a kill very early again. And that is it. Less than 30 seconds into the match, Caleb has gotten a kill on Sapwick. He almost lands that Warlock Punch, surprisingly. Sapwick playing very cautiously, knowing that he is not incredibly good with Kazuya. But Kazuya does have options, while Ganondorf does not. He is really abusing that grab, and we're going to see how that plays out in his favor. I personally would say that he needs to be a bit more cautious of it. He may become predictable, as shown there with Sapwick getting the grab on him. Mixing it up finally with the down B. Gets another up smash. Oh, we see a smash attack clash. That is interesting. Once again, going for the grab. We see a dash attack kill. Sapwick is down against Caleb. Caleb still has 3 stocks. We might see a 3-stock here. And if that is the case, that is unfortunate. Sapwick gets the kill. Commentator's curse. But it is still possible to see a JV3. Caleb doing very good to outrange Sapwick. That is almost a kill. But now Sapwick at 100%, he gains that extra meter for Kazuya. He finishes that combo for once. Sapwick seems to be learning very, very quickly. Reverses the Warlock Punch, but is not fast enough. Almost gets a kill off of that grab. Caleb manages to make it back, but barely. And that is it. Well played from both parties. I am very, very excited to see how Sapwick improves with Kazuya, because while this is not his best character, he definitely seems to be learning quickly.
Yeah, for a few days. Imagine him for a few weeks. And not only that, I'm impressed with the play by Caleb. Again, Caleb in that first game looked like in the first match earlier, looked like he never played the game before. Just needed some time to warm up. He starts this one ready to roll.
Yeah, and once again, it seems that I have misspoken on the characters themselves. Because while Kazuya does have more options and is a higher tier than Ganondorf as far as I'm aware, Caleb did play very well. And I think that is the tiers of the characters showing through, because you can absolutely, if you're maining a low tier character, then if you're good with them, you can absolutely best someone who is not good at a high tier character. Our next match, we see some new faces coming to the Smash scene in Meta Knight and K. Rool. Now, K-Rool is a heavyweight character and has projectile options, while Meta Knight is a close-range fighter with very, very limited kill power and a very lightweight character at that. It could go anyone's way. It all depends on Rob's ability to get in and dish out damage to that K-Rool. But if Parker is able to outrange him, then it will not go in Rob's favor. We see Parker getting that counter up there, and I will say, Rob's a very good player. He knows his way around things, comes from behind with that. And I think Rob does know what he is doing in this match. Misses that counter, goes for the forward air. K-Rool is off stage, we should see a kill. And we do with that forward smash, reading a ledge get up. Now, I will say, K-Rool, not a character you see very often, nor is Meta Knight. But if these players know their matchup, Rob especially, we are going to see him emerge victorious once again. K-Rool coming back from down low, misses that counter. And Rob is keeping him airborne. Someplace that K-Rool does not excel, and K-Rool is very much a ground-based fighter. Coming back from the brink, Stay spikes him, but it costs him a stop. Parker is at 85%, however, and we could see a kill very soon from Rob if he plays his cards right. That is almost a kill on going off stage. Very risky. He comes back. K-Rool, for a heavy character, has a surprisingly good recovery. The back air from Rob kills. He is up 2-1. 2-1 and barely any percent on his stock. Rob, as ever, playing very, very well. Now Parker, again, he is going to low lows and high highs with K-Rool. And that is, as someone who has not seen very much K-Rool gameplay in a bit, I did not know if that is normal for that character. But, like I said before, K-Rool's recovery for a heavyweight, surprisingly good. We may see Rob kill off the top of that shuttle loop, and he is back down to 1 stock. We very well could see a JV2 here, considering how good Rob is, but only time will tell. Gets another shuttle loop off with Meta Knight. All it takes is one good smash attack at this point, and K-Rool is out of here. Rob playing very, very defensively. Once again, a shuttle loop. Are we going to see a kill off the top with Rob? He is doing everything he can to avoid those projectiles from K-Rool, and he is doing a very good job at it indeed. And with the back air, we see a kill. Robbie JV2's Parker with Meta Knight. Phenomenal gameplay.
And we get it again. We get a 2v2 again. What a treat.
Now, we weren't seeing very many of these in the beginning, but they have been coming out of the woodworks. We're going to see the Pinky, Sadwick, and Rob versus super ultra heavyweights Parker and Caleb. And let's see what characters they're bringing out this time. We already know that Sadwick is going to go Kazuya. Once again, Caleb going Ganondorf. Parker pulling out Donkey Kong for this match, wanting to get those kills by dragging people off stage. And Robbie once again mixing up with DDD.
My goodness. I mean, how deep is Robbie's bag of tricks? It's impressive. It is deep.
You could very well say is infinite. I think he is a jack of all trades, master of none. He knows a lot about every single character. He knows his combos. He knows his kill confirms. He has got it all.
I wonder if he's aspiring to be the jack of all trades, master of some. That would be something. I think he's going to get there.
With how good Rob is in these matches from what I've seen, I think he could be master of all. He just needs to spend his time wisely and learn these characters. With that said, we are seeing a huge disadvantage already for the super ultra heavyweights with Parker and Ganondorf at 100+%. We see a kill on Ganondorf. DK is out again, but he comes back with a smash attack on Rob. It is not looking well for the super ultra heavyweights, but we cannot discount them yet. And what I think is even more ironic is that I believe everyone on this stage is a heavyweight. So it really is the battle of the heavies. Now, I will say, that is a kill on Safwick with Kazuya. Kazuya is only down to 1 stock now. I am going to say, I think there is potential for good team synergy between that Ganondorf and that DK. They are both characters that love their gimmicky kills. I think if they can cooperate and read the room, it is going to be a disaster for the Pinkies. But as the way is looking now, it is a rough match. We see a kill. Wait a second. We see Caleb has killed Parker, his own teammate. Once again, friendly fire. It is unfortunate to see how often that has happened. Even if it has only been twice from what I have seen, it is more often than it should. But it looks like Caleb is off stage. Parker is at high percent. We see a kill on Rob. That was his first stock. Safwick is out. We are even in stocks, but not in percent. It looks like the super ultra heavyweights are going to have to cooperate very, very smoothly to actually get a win here. You know, they're going to have to read the room. I will say, Caleb is playing very risky for the situation he is in, and he pays the price for it. DDD kills with that dash attack. Now, Parker at 160+%. He helps him out with the recovery. And while it is very unlikely, it is possible that DK can still pull out a win here. But he is going to have to play his cards very, very carefully. Going for the jet hammer. He wants that kill. He needs it. And he kills with the up smash. 2 stocks with Rob in the lead. Once again, Rob and Safwick, the Pinkies, prevailing.
That is incredible. Well, so we have, technically now we have borderline, we're in losers finals. Pinkies will stay on, but we'll take a little bit of a break, let Pinkies catch their breath, let you, do you want to take a little bit of, want to stretch your legs, Logan?
Oh, sure.
Use the restroom? Do a quick on that here while they rest up. Yo. This man, Rob, that is something.
battle. Stock battle. Lucas.
Back into it. Back into it. Good to have you back, Beavers.
In the next match, we are going to see who is the next match.
It's actually going to be it's Pinkies versus our commentators.
All right, we're going to see S and J versus Sapwick and Rob. Sapwick finally pulling out the Bayonetta for this
Interesting.
one
That
against
must.
Lucas.
I guess what Rob was saying. Just pick your favorite cut. The question is, does he? What's the adaptation like? Is he gonna play it better, or is he just gonna say, or is this his better character because he just likes to press buttons?
I am not certain. I do not see any change in gameplay. Wow, that is unfortunate. He's getting juggled by those PK freezes.
Oh my
Wow.
goodness!
Wow.
This is something. S is literally standing behind us right now, playing from 10 feet away. You know, some tournaments might ban this man for bad manners, but hey, we're going with it.
Hey, I will say, don't get cocky. You are going to regret that later.
I think S said something about basically change their team name to Free Money because they're that free, but hey. This is it. To be fair, though, you know, Sadwick, he's really much more comfortable with Bayonetta in terms of recovery and movement and all that. Not that he's going to win, but hey, you can see he's definitely more comfortable. Oh, see that right there.
Oh, there it is.
Like, in other words, at least there's this level of confidence he knows how to play the character, which is really fun to see. And hey, they made it this far with the Kazuya, but he hasn't won a match. You know, he's gonna try to do it with Bayonetta.
Oh, we're going to see another kill from S. Still behind us, still playing from 10 feet away. He is just that confident. But he is at kill percent. Sadwick can get a kill here, or we?
I look, you should. You know.
We made.
You know, that's store hop the PK fire. You know, trying to give Sadwick PTSD today.
I honestly, is this the future of the Smash Brothers scene, Beavis? Is it going to be Essien playing and commentating at the same time in his own matches?
It could be very possible. I would not be surprised if he could. But, you know, walking and talking at the same time, not everyone can do it. Sadwick finally secures a kill, but it may be too little too late. Are we going to see another PK freeze kill? He lands that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's like I said, you can see the technical competence that Sadwick has.
And kills
Bayonetta.
with the down smash. There
Again,
it is. Two
well,
stocks
nicely
over
done.
Sadwick.
Well played.
S playing from behind the commentary station. Just that confident.
All right, get out of here, knucklehead. I will say this, as entertaining as that was, seeing the level of sort of competence, you know, I get it, Sadwick didn't win that match, but you saw competence there. You saw comfort and a familiarity with the character. Part of me almost sits back and wonders, what if he had played it from the start? Would he have been warmed up enough to the point where he would have been playing it at a notch or 2 or 3 higher?
That is a good point.
No, I'm not saying he would have beat S, but hey, you know, would he have been comfortable getting to that point where what's the 2v2 going to look like if we get to
Only time could tell, really. We can't turn back the clock, but it would be interesting to see that reality. Next match, we have Jelani and Rob. Rob is currently out with Squirrel. He has a percent lead, but Jelani does know his way around a Mii fighter. We're seeing two very high-level players duking out. Robbie arguably the higher level one, but we cannot count Jay out of this yet. Using those shot putts, bringing those out again. Good edge guard tools. Kills with that down B, surprisingly. I did not know that that move had that sort of kill power. He's trying to get some percentage off an Ivysaur. That is a very odd choice of Mii voice. If you could hear that.
I can hear it, and I think it's very playful and whimsical. If you know Jelani, he loves to make those very playful, whimsical sounds oftentimes when he's playing, whether he's playing Overwatch or Smash or whatever it is.
I hear it very often.
Yeah, he is.
We are not going to see a kill off of that, but it is very much possible. Swapping the Charizard for kill potential and survivability. Are we? Who is going to take a stock next? It's going to be Jay again. Are we going to see Rob, the Titan, lose a match finally? And Rob finally gets a kill. Jay is still up a stock, but Rob, he's a very good player. We have seen him win matches before. We have seen him almost win tournaments before.
I noticed the deliberate switch into Squirtle. Is that somehow advantageous against the Mii fighter?
I do believe so. At this point, it is because Squirtle is the lighter character, more combo-centric. So he's going to want to get that percentage up. And then swap to Ivysaur or Charizard for a kill. Good swap to Ivysaur being at that kill percent for Squirtle. Very, very good side smash there. Nice parry. Another side smash. He is too far off stage to come back. But Charizard is out now. The heavyweight, the hardest one of Pokemon trainers' Pokemon to kill. We're going to see if Jay can bring this out. I saw him using it down B. He wants to kill with that. Very good shot put. Being an unrelentless force, an unstoppable force versus an immovable object. Jay still at a very low percent. Almost lands that down B, which would have sealed the deal. But Charizard, 145. That is, in my opinion, kill percentage. We can see a kill here from Jay. He's not using a move that he should be. And there it is with the down B. Jay takes it against Robbie. Comes 2-0. Finally dethrones the king, Rob.
Exactly, and you know, puts them into the losers finals, which means we see our winners finals now. That's Team Rocket against Pika Pika in a almost sort of fun narrative twist.
Oh, this is something else. These matches get the blood flowing. I mean, I could take off my jacket. This has me sweating. I'm on commentary.
Yeah, seriously. Okay, we got a huge crowd coming around now to see two former scrub bracket winners
Start the battle.
getting into it. Everybody's starting to
Pikachu.
move around. Everybody very serious. I can feel it around me. Like
Nimbus
the
is sounding
temperature in
very
the room.
Nimbus is sounding very flustered from the support he's getting, but we have two very, very good players. A graduate of the scrub bracket from very early on in the tournament, and a graduate of the scrub bracket recently, going in with another Pokemon battle. Pikachu versus Mewtwo. Now, I'm personally saying that Mewtwo is going to win because you're not going to beat a legendary with Pikachu, that's for certain.
I highly doubt that.
I mean, even if you have something like Light Ball or Eviolite, I don't see it working very well. Mewtwo is just too powerful. At least lore-wise, competitive-wise, not that great. But, and unfortunate. I should really learn to stop talking because I do nothing but bring curses to this match. Mixed with the SD. Very, very unfortunate. Barely any percent on Nimbus. But Mitch is getting his combos in. He is getting that percentage up. Mewtwo does have kill power despite being a very, very lightweight character. As shown there, almost killing Pikachu off the top with that Shadow Ball. One of the commentators just made a very, one of the viewers just made a very good point. We're on a Pokemon stage too. This is full circle. We could see a kill here. Pikachu at 149. And there it is. Now, we're even. Surprisingly, after that SD, Mitch has played very well. He realized that he messed up big time there, and he has turned on the brain. We see both players playing very, very cautiously here. Mitch learned from his mistake of SD, and he does not want to make it again. Nimbus knows that Mewtwo has kill power, and she does not want to approach. But one player is going to have to make a move, and it all determines this match. Now, he reflects that projectile. If he can use that reflector more, we're going to see some very, very interesting gameplay. We're almost even percentages here. Mew at 69, Pikachu at 76. Mewtwo up to 75 now. I believe that Mewtwo was just... I actually can't remember if Mewtwo is heavier or lighter than Pikachu. It really could be anyone's game. He almost gets that side smash out, which very well may have killed Pikachu. But Pikachu, again, playing very cautiously. Gets a dash attack in. We could see a Shadow Ball kill. Does not get the edge guard, but goes in for a dash attack to read the get up from ledge. Kills with the up smash. And now, Mitch is officially up 2-0. He teleports right to Pikachu using very good movement of that up special. But Mewtwo is above 100% at this point. Very, very good dodge of that Thunder. And that leaves him vulnerable, but he doesn't get hit, just barely. Now, Mitch is absolutely at kill percent, but Nimbus can. Nimbus is also very, very close to death. We're going to see who can pull it out. Does not quite kill. But, oh, and there it is. Mitch gets Nimbus with the side smash. 2-0. Congratulations to Mitch for winning the first match of this. Next up is going to be who?
It's gonna be Dr. J against Jared.
Dr. J against Jared. I was talking about this earlier. I lived to see Dr. J's DKs despite only seeing him for the first time tonight.
I think we would bounce back between Professor J and Dr. J, but you know, like the Dr. J legendary basketball player, and he is a doctor of psychology, so we give him that.
It does fit. Now the question, is he going to pull out that DK against Jared's Pikachu? He is not. He's going to go Ike, another heavy character that could very, very well spell disaster for Pikachu. But Pikachu does have the range options that Ike does not. But Ike, again, heavy character, does not go down without a fight, has plenty of kill power, has not taken a hit yet. He is playing very well. Again, commentator's curse, but he has 77% on Pikachu, just a few hits. That, I do believe, is kill percent in this game. He's abusing that Nair, Ike Nair, one of the most infamous moves in Smash Ultimate from what I have observed. It's been a while since I played Smash Ultimate or been involved in the competitive scene, but from what I remember, Ike Nairs were spoken of very, very commonly and very, very fearfully as well. But Jared getting the combos in, almost evening the score. Professor J is going to have to be very, very careful with that recovery as he can suicide off of it. He gets the counter, and the counter kills Professor J at 100+%. That was a rather unfortunate air dodge, but he makes it back, no problem. So let's see if Professor J can come in with those first 30 seconds of luck that he had in the beginning, and he can get a good bit of percentage off of Pikachu before having his not taken. Now, if you didn't notice there, he did not get gimped by Pikachu's Spark when trying to recover. That's because Ike's up B has hyper armor, so it is both very safe and very risky to use depending on the situation. Last week in Contenders, we saw Caleb, who also plays Ike, using that up B a lot for that reason. It is a very safe move to use on stage, but not off stage. Again, Ike, heavy character, does not go down easily. But as I say that, he gets killed by the dash attack. Now Pikachu has 55% on him, and that is a good amount, especially for Ike. We are going to likely see Professor J racking up more percent and trying to go for the kill. He makes it back on stage with that side B, and it looks like he's trying to juggle Jared. But it seems like Jared is having more luck juggling him. Almost lands that side smash, which would have killed. They're both playing very, very finicky now. Now, he gets a side smash on him, and that kills. Something tells me that Professor J did not D either, which is very, very sad. He gets a footstool, which unfortunately does not do anything in this situation, but Jared is turning his game face on. He wants to win. He is not going to let his win be taken from a Fire Emblem character. see him. He's trying to close the gap between him and Ike, and he gets the kill with a forward smash. Jared 2-0 against Professor J. Well played, Pikachu.
And how happy are we to see another 2v2 after that last match when we didn't get it? Now we get it.
Now we get it. And if Professor J brings out that DK, I think it's going to be a very tough match for Jared and Nimbus. And he's going to do it. He's pulling out the DK.
Can I ask a question? Why do you think he did the Ike pick that, which is just a better matchup typically overall?
That is a
Ike
good.
versus Pikachu.
That's a
instead of
very
DK?
good question. I do not have an answer for it. I do think Ike fares better to an extent against Pikachu because Pikachu is either very close range or very far away, and I think Ike having that mid-range coverage, having that mid-range coverage with his sword attack, being a Fire Emblem character, he can do well in that regard. I do think DK is a better matchup for Pikachu here because while Pikachu is very agile and very nimble, DK is a heavy powerhouse, and it takes only a few attacks to get Pikachu off the stage.
Yeah, I was gonna say he avoided playing the DK against the Pikachu in the last match, but I was playing against two of them, and he brings out the DK, so it's good to see.
Yeah, it was seeing that Ike was just his filler, his test. He wanted to see how well he could do with Ike. It didn't work in his favor, and now he is swapped into his true main. Nimbus is getting spike after spike on Mitch. Mitch unfortunately misses that up smash. But he does get an attack. I believe that was his up B on Jared and gets the kill. Once again, Jared and Nimbus juggling Mitch while Professor J is keeping to himself. Now, are we going to see a certified DK kill with the carry off stage or the numerous spikes that DK has access to? Mitch very upset that he does not. Oh my goodness, never mind. We see Professor J take one of the Pikachu stock with a spike, making up for Mitch's tragic SD. Now we see that it is 4 against 3 in the favor of Team Rocket. We once again see that Nimbus, unfortunately, SD. It is not looking good for Pika Pika. Professor J charging that punch, ready to unleash it on a poor, unsuspecting electric rodent, and potentially the hero of Hyrule as well. But he's going to carry Nimbus off stage. Nimbus SDs,
Ooh, and
but
stock on his own.
But Professor J still has another stock. It is 2v1 against Jared. We're going to see how this pulls out. And it is not looking good. Friendly fire from Mitch onto Professor J. That is not something that you want to see. But the good thing about having team attack on this regard is Jared can absolutely, ironically, play cat and mouse with these two players. If he can bait them into attacking each other, he might be able to solidify a kill, even though it is unlikely. Mitch leaving himself very vulnerable with that up B. Now I see a universe where Jared does get killed with the DK punch. Never mind with the follow-up for the smash attack. Mitch gets Jared, and it is Rocket moving on to what I believe is the winners finals.
That's right. Team Rocket will be in the winners finals, and
what an
that was
amazing
something.
match
And that
from
means,
both
that
sides.
means losers finals. That best Pika Pika, you're still up. Pika Pika's still up. Yeah, you're up against Coms. Yeah, hey, Aster, are they free as well? Is everybody free now? Oh, it's on. Yeah, he's repping his varsity jersey. Should we announce the whole Baylor thing? No? Is Selwick sleeping? Well, he's not in the match. He's good. No, it's okay. Yeah, he's not in the match. It's okay.
We can only hope that S taking it back here to the commentary table to play Snapwick didn't hit him too hard. But knowing Snapwick, I'm sure that he didn't take much offense to it, but it certainly is something to see. So it would seem that the first match for the losers finals is going to be Nimbus versus S. Nimbus once again going Pikachu. S is not locked in his character, but it seems that he's going to be playing Robin, a character you do not see very often. Oh, no, never mind. He's going Lucas. He's going the other magic character. But to be fair, there are quite a few magical characters in Smash Bros. Pikachu is just one of them, technically.
Very true.
Starting off with PK Flyer, blocked by Nimbus. Gets a grab, does go back throw. Going for the PK Freeze. 34% off already. We could have seen a kill there. S is not playing any games. He has not let his victory against Sandwich coming back here to the commentary booth get to his head. He knows that he is here to win, and he is determined to do so regardless of who it is. Goes off stage, gets back with PK Thunder, baits out that smash attack from PK Flyer. Tries to follow up with a PK Thunder, does not work, but gets hit by that smash attack though. He could have thrown a PK Fire there and stopped it. He bounces off the stage, but still manages to grab the ledge. Quite a few times I have seen S not be able to tech the PK Thunder and bounce off the stage to his doom. Wow, he went deep there. I am very, very glad that Ness was able to get, or excuse me, not Ness, Lucas. Lucas was able to get back on stage because he had a jump and his recovery. We see a PK freeze kill on Nimbus. He's still going for PK freezes. That seems to be his, that seems to be what he's known for. Nimbus blocks it. He's still trying to land those PK Fires. Misses the grab. Nimbus shields that forward air. Gets a dash attack of her own. Does not hit that Thunder, unfortunately. This is not a stage that has very many platforms, so hitting that Thunder is going to be a bit of a challenge for Nimbus, unfortunately. But S still has the stock lead. They're almost even in percentage again. He gets a PK freeze. Is that going to be another kill? It unfortunately will. Nimbus seems to have misinputted doing a skull bash instead of a quick attack. Now S is still up 2 stocks. 3 stocks. Are we going to see a 3 stock? And if we do, it will not be the first time from S, but it will be an upset. Nimbus seems to be playing very cautiously. She is at 1 stock. She knows what she is doing. Seem to be stalling out for some reason, but we are back in it. Once again, going for a PK freeze, but does not land it. Nimbus gets a spike on S, but unfortunately is on stage. That does not kill. We see a back air spike from Lucas on Nimbus. S has free stocked Nimbus with that spike. That is not a move you see very often from a Lucas. Landing that back air spike is notoriously hard from what I know. So, props to S for landing that. Comms is up 1 against Pika Pika. Let's see if Jared can match Jay in this next battle.
I mean, S is staying true to his promise, which is that pretty much everybody that he goes up against is going to be free, and he's made it look like that. Honestly, it's just like a Pringles can. Once he pops, you can't stop him. He's good. But here's this interesting matchup. Jelani and Jared are top players, but I don't believe Jelani has ever defeated Jared in a tournament here in 6 weeks whenever they face each other in the Champions.
Jared is pulling out Violin.
Wow, okay, so Pika bye. Oh, is that what it is now?
Pika left.
Is it?
It's Pika left now.
It's Pika, no. There it is.
No, but let's see. We're getting percentage off on Jay already. Violet, I would know as a Violet player, she has very many options. She has long range, she has mid range, she has close range. and she can cover all those bases at once. Jared is remaining a very, very good character, but Jay with over reliable Mario, he is racking up a percentage. He is getting those aerials in. Does that kill? It does not, but it is very, very close. Now, many of you may not know this, but Byleth is a heavy character. It takes a good beating to get Byleth off stage. But that forward smash almost killing at below 100 was surprising. And we could very well see some good gameplay. Are we going to see a forward air spike? We are not. He almost lands got up smash. Very well could have gotten a kill. Mario is down. Jared is taking a first stock from Jay. He's at 129%. Did I just see a gimp? I just did. That air dodge is not enough to save him. He cannot get back up with the with Gatever. Byleth neutral air, a very good move, a very good combo starter. He is keeping Jay off stage, away from center stage. He wants Jay to be off that ledge as much as possible. Now, question is, are we going to see any risky plays, something like that down there? Are we going to see a spike from either party here? Because I know that Jay is good enough to land those forward aerials with Mario and get kills off of them. But it is not looking in his favor right now, unfortunately. 100+% now with Mario. Jared only at half that. Kills off the top with the up air. Jared is officially up 2-1. We're going to see how Jay is able to potentially bring this back. Like I've said, Byleth is a tough character to play against, has options for every scenario. Goes for the up air for some reason. Was he trying to read a jump into the command grab? Just like that. Pulling out the bow, trying to get some shots in. Grabs. Almost gets that down here. That would have been a upset. He's doing very well to range out Jay, but not this time because he's taking a shot. We're going to see if we can get a kill with something like the air bar tipper. Something with, oh my goodness, that down smash is meaty. Almost pops the shield of Jay. Tries to go for that down here with a mirror again, but is not successful. And that is it with a very not necessarily soggy, but half-cooked noodle side air. But a kill is a kill, and Jared has once again defeated Jay. Unfortunately, Jay does not usurp Jared yet, but potentially in a later week, we will see that. And now we move on to our 2v2 with Jared and Nimbus. Pika no more now, if you have not noticed, versus J and S comms.
Yeah, that's right. I think it's only fitting at some point. I think Jared said, Pika no more. I'm done. Is it going to be a Roy? Is he going to random it? Hit random. He's not going to go random.
Jared is being indecisive. Does he want to go? Does he want to stick? Jared is going Lucas. We are going to see a Lucas on Lucas battle for this match. There seems to be some sort of rivalry between Jared and S.
I just think Jared wants to prove that he's not free. And play better with S's own character. Oh,
yep. That's
didn't
what
change the controls. It
I
happens.
seem to notice
right.
that. I was not
That's
sure
an
if
automatic
that was intentional.
DQ and a lot. No, it's not. But
What?
we get it. It happens.
It would be an unfortunate turn of events if it was.
You gotta love. It's one of the things you love about fighting games, where the moment the guy even moves his controller and presses one button, he knows. Wait a second. Something's not right. Do we get his? Oh.
Oh, looks like we're going Builder Mario this time. But can Jelani build a victory? We're going to see that here. Once again, we're having Lucas on Lucas violence. Jerry seeming to want to prove that he can be better with S's own character. That is a tall order to fulfill. Jared seems to not be doing so well. He's getting juggled by Jelani. Jelani has swapped targets to Nimbus now. Oh my goodness, S almost popping Jelani's shield. Getting hit with another PK freeze. S is going to be able to make it back at PK Thunder. Almost gets edge guarded by that down smash from Jared. Ooh. Jelani hitting his own teammate with that forward smash. Misses that smash attack, unfortunately. I can hear the coordination between Jelani and S. They are matching each other's energy. Jared, unfortunately, has had his stock taken. It does not seem he's going to be proven to be the better Lucas this time, but it's still early on in the match. We cannot say for certain. S seems to have gotten the grab on his own teammate. And he seems to have gotten a kill on his own teammate as well. I was talking before how much I would hate to see a team kill from S and Jelani, and it seems to have happened. What an unfortunate turn of events. He absorbs that PK Thunder and gets the Gimp on S. We may see Jared prove to be the better Lucas in this fight. It all depends on the teammates, I think. What do you say?
Yeah, it certainly would seem like it. I mean, on this,
He does it again! He does it again! Jared has taken 2 of S's stocks. It is now 1-on-1 against Jelani. Will he be able to bring it out?
It's funny you mentioned the one-on-one. Nimbus is still there doing some damage with the potential.
Oh, excuse me. I seem to have made a mistake. I've been focusing on Jared this entire time. I apologize. It is such a spectacle to see that Jared, for once, has outplayed S with his own character, no less. Jared is a very good fighter, but I was not expecting him to do that to S. That was dirty.
Absolutely. And like with no way, Jared I think can beat S on pretty much any day of the week, but as his own character.
As his own character, gimping him off stage by absorbing his PK Thunder. That is sad. Now it seems that Lucas is at 100+%. He gets that spike into the up air. It is now 3 against 1 in terms of stocks against Jay. Jay is hard pressed to find a victory. I talked earlier about if Jay can build a victory. He is not quite getting that kill on Jared. Almost. But Jared still has another stock in the back. Even if he kills Jared this time, it is far from over. Things are not looking good for Jelani, but we will have to see how this turns out. Very, very good player. I have seen his matches, and I have seen Jared's matches as well, but it is not going to come to fruition. Pika No More has won, with Jared getting some of the dirtiest kills on S by absorbing his PK Thunder while recovering. What a spectacle match.
Good shenanigans, good sportsmanship. By the way, Essen reminding us that, to be fair, Lucas is Jared's main.
That's his main. Y'all like, he's beating you with his character. What do you think about his character?
Excuse me, I was unaware.
Yeah.
My coach.
That's right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, from many weeks back.
Lucas. You're supposed to be Lucas, not Pika Pika.
Okay. Luca. Okay. Maybe we get the Luca next week. We'll see how that turns out. But it's great. You love to see it. So now we have the team Pika No More, or is it still Pika Pika?
Versus
We
team.
don't know.
We have the Pokemon team versus Team Rocket.
So this is
Had
technically
a-
a run back from the winners finals.
Technically, but
Yeah.
this is once again, starting it off with a Tale of Oldest Time as Link versus Ganondorf, and now going back to another Tale of Oldest Time with Pikachu versus Team Rocket.
You gotta win twice, yeah. Yeah.
So, it will see that Jared is talking to Nimbus, telling her about what it is going to take to win this tournament. Going back again with Pikachu versus Mewtwo. We're going to see if Mitch can bring out this victory, or if Nimbus will prove that you don't have to be a legendary Pokemon to be another legendary.
The crowd, by the way, right before the match was going nuts, thinking to themselves, "Oh my goodness, are we gonna possibly get a bracket reset? How much more are we gonna see? It's gonna be exciting."
Now, I will say, even if Mewtwo does have a base stat total of 600, that does not mean he is an automatic winner. Competitively, Mewtwo is very bad in Pokemon, but this isn't Pokemon. This is Smash, and the rules are completely different. We're going to see if Pikachu, this poor, underwhelming Gen 1 Pokemon, can best the legendary Gen 1 Pokemon himself, Mewtwo. And it is not looking very good in Mitch's favor. Already up 70%, while Nimbus only has 18. Mitch is going to want to put on his thinking cap, or his fighting cap, I suppose I should say, to get more percent on Nimbus and get a kill. Now, something I have not seen him do yet is the down smash with his down air, but it takes a very long time to get that move out, and knowing Mitch, he is a very safe player. He likes to use his projectiles, he likes to use his moves that are very quick to come out and don't leave him open very often. It seems as if he might have overheard me because he tried to throw out a down air there, or it could just be complete chance.
Yeah, and we saw this the first time they played a couple matches back. Mitch took a little while to warm up, but once he did,
Wow, evening the odds just like that. We are back to even now with 2 stocks, no percentage. Getting a meaty hit off with that Shadow Ball. Pikachu is keeping Mewtwo in check. Does not get gimped by the Spark. In fact, it helps Mitch get back on stage. We are still even. It is anyone's game. Mitch is getting some heavy hits in on Nimbus. Nimbus, unfortunately, misses that smash attack, and Mitch picks up the slack by getting killed there. Nimbus is down to her last stock. Mitch is still up one at 64%. I do not think that Mitch is going down anytime soon. If he plays his cards right, we could see a 2-stock. But Pikachu does have some kill power behind some of his moves, and Nimbus is very, very good about getting her confirms. As I say that, we get a kill from Nimbus. Now, we are down to 1 stock. Nimbus at 53%. Dodges the Shadow Ball, but gets hit by an air and gets killed by the forward smash. Mitch has won the match. Team Rocket is up 1-0. And next we move on to Dr. J and Jared again.
again.
Now,
That's something.
Now, I would like to say, I believe that Dr. J has learned his mistake from fighting against Jared with Ike. I think we're going to see DK and Pikachu here. And
I'm curious if Jared is going to do the Pikachu. Does he go to Lucas? Does he
That-
go to Violet? Are we going to see a Fire Emblem battle?
we could see
Wait.
he's going
wait.
Lucas, it seems.
Okay.
Are we going to see a
wait.
different
Easy,
character
no
here?
shot. I think this is a little bit of a troll, a little bit of fun. Okay.
All right. DK versus Lucas is going to be a tough match for either side because while DK does have massive damage, very, very good kill confirms, Lucas is also a projectile-based character, which Donkey Kong does not do well against, excuse me. Infamously is outclassed by projectile. But we're going to see how this turns out. Almost pops the shield with that forward smash, but he has 50+% on him. Jared knows his way around Lucas. It is his main. And we see an unfortunate SD early on from Dr. J. Lucas once again comboing DK. 39% already from just a few seconds back in the arena. Tries to go for that spike, I think, but does not get it. Unfortunately, not high enough. He hesitated. That was his first mistake. We could have seen a carry off stage there, and we could have seen the odds get a bit more even. He goes way too far off stage, but he makes it back. That was a risky move from Professor J, but DK does have very good horizontal recovery. Gets the kill with that forward smash. It is possible that Dr. J can bring this back, but DK is almost at 100%, almost at kill percent, and Jared his main is Lucas. He knows the ins and outs of this character. He's almost certainly knows the matchup, so we are going to see how Dr. J can bring this out. Gets a good up smash. Gets another good up smash. Are we going to see the odds get even? Gets a good back air. Does not land that side smash. Does not land that headbutt either. But he does get ledge guarded. He comes with the attack, and he gets a kill with the grounded uppy. He's going to dance on him for that, and he pays the price with that up smash. So we're now officially even. DK versus Lucas. Almost see a shield pop from that. Good control by Jared. Once again, Jared playing very, very finicky. High risk, high reward playing against DK. But I think that Jared can play his cards right, and he can, in fact, prevail against DK by using his projectiles. Go one weakness that DK has. But likewise, Dr. J may know how to get in and get Lucas off stage, but it does not seem like that. We're not going to see a PK freeze kill. We see a down smash. Now we have both characters at kill percent. It is coming down to the wire. Misses that and gets the kill with the back throw. Jared has taken the victory. It is 1-1, which means
we get our 2v2.
And we're going to once again see a 2v2 against Pika More and
Team Rocket.
Team Rocket, yes. Again, coming full circle with the age-old video game battles with the Pokemon versus Team Rocket.
And we're seeing some good stuff here. You know, again, Mitch going from scrub bracket to the lower sort of end of the contenders bracket. Last time he was in kind of in the middle of the contenders bracket, probably soon to be very high end of the contenders bracket. And with that coaching from Dr. J, really improving his game. And, you know, Dr. J, of course, being a professor, being an advisor, being a mentor to students, knows how to bring the best out of someone. And let's see how it works here.
Here we have Pikachu and Lucas versus DK and Link. Now, I do personally think that Team Rocket has better team synergy than Team Pika No More. Because while Link is a heavily projectile-based character, DK likes to get up in the face, and I think they cover each other's bases. Meanwhile, Lucas and Pikachu are very similar characters in terms of how they're in terms of their range. So we're going to see if that diversity from Team Rocket will shine through, or if the similarity will overwhelm them from Team Pika No More. We see a PK freeze. Mitch barely dodging that PK freeze. Nimbus does not quite get the spike with that thunder, unfortunately. DK is holding on at over 100%. We see a kill. Mitch is coming back from the brink of death. Now, Jared seems to be hard focusing Professor J. He wants DK out of here. That is Mitch gone. Good get up from ledge from Dr. J, but it is not enough to save him, sadly. Now, we are, let's see, we are now everyone at 2 stocks, but it seems to be in favor of, oh my goodness! And we get another kill from Nimbus, or excuse me, another kill on Nimbus from, I believe that was Mitch. No, are we going to see another Gimp? We aren't. He actually brings him back on stage. What an unfortunate turn. DK is waiting, rushes in at the wrong time and gets hit with a PK freeze. Now DK is at kill percent, and it seems like again, Jared hard focusing Professor J does not get that ledge guard with the side smash. Almost kills with that It seems like Jared has thrown Mitch off stage and gets the kill with the forward air. Now, DK, still kill percent, seems to be trying to get Jared off stage. Almost lands that spike, a very, very risky move to be performing at this high percentage. Once again, oh my goodness, still does not kill Lucas. Jared is holding out. He wants to get Professor J off of the stage, and he is not going to take no for an answer. And just like that, he has done it and comes back for revenge. Now, everyone is at 1 stock. Nimbus is not doing very well. We could see a kill on her very, very soon. It seems to be in Team Rocket's favor. He is charging at up smash, waiting for it to come out. Now, Professor J, if he knows what he's doing here, can kill Nimbus just like that. It is now 2 against 1 in favor of Team Rocket. Are we going to see Link and DK get the kill on Jared? Once again, Jared seems to be taking the rivalry with Professor J very personally. Unfortunately, Mitch hits his own opponent, but it is okay because Professor J is still surviving. I can hear them coordinating from here. They want to get this match over as much as Jared does, but I think that if Professor J plays his cards right and does not, he has not accidentally killed his teammate yet. Very close to doing so. Damages himself with a bomb. It is complete chaos. Gets the Gimp on Professor J, but Mitch can still pull this out. It is going to be very hard, but Mitch can bring this out if he plays his cards right. Or if Jared slips up, and he does not. Jared has taken the stock on Mitch in an unfortunate turn of events. Team Pika No More has triumphed over Team Rocket, and we are now going to do a bracket reset.
Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. Everybody was joking earlier. Could we possibly see it? Everybody wanted it. And now we get it. And we want to break it. We need a little break. We'll give our players a little bit of a break to stretch their legs. We'll give us about 3 minutes. We will be right back.
No, this is my revenge for talking.
We're back at it, and I know. Oh, actually, no, Jared's taking a little bit of time.
We're back at it again with the bracket reset. Now, it is the final match against Pika No More and Team Rocket. Once again, starting off with Nimbus versus Mitch. We almost see an SD from Mitch. Very, very unfortunate. But Mitch has swapped to Link. I'm not sure. I believe he is a Mewtwo main and a Link secondary. So going his secondary character here is quite an odd choice, considering that Nimbus's main, as far as I am aware, is Pikachu. But if he does manage to play a good Link, I can see the victory being in his favor. Nimbus seems to be keeping Mitch airborne. Very good for her. We're going to see a kill with that up smash. First kill of the match belonging to Mitch. Only has 68% on him now. He is still mostly in the clear. He can still do some good damage to Nimbus before he has another shot taken. Things are going in his favor, it would seem. But Nimbus, once again, having good aerial control, keeping him in the air for those combos. He is charging that up B. Now, up B is not a good move to use on the ground because of how open it leaves you after the attack. But in the air, if you can get a good attack off, you can get a kill. Wow! Wow! Nimbus SDs, and Mitch has the gall to taunt. What a disgusting move.
You think that one was deliberate?
I
deliberate?
think it was. But you know what? This is Nimbus's revenge. He still makes it back. He does not make it back yet. He has made it back. Oh my goodness. What an exhilarating series of events. Mitch at 166. Even a light breeze would kill him. But it's not Gabriza's choice to get this kill. It is Nimbus. And we are going to see if she can get that kill on him. Almost gets it with the forward smack. But if Mitch plays his card right, we should see another free stock. Comes in, is left very vulnerable. Gets Nimbus into the bomb. Are we going to see it? We are not going to see. Oh my, we could see it. And that is it. 3 stock from Mitch to Nimbus. And he has just informed me that he is a Link main and a Mewtwo secondary. Apologies to Mitch for not knowing his main, but he has certainly proven that he is a Link main. Goodness, that SD from Nimbus into.
We got the whole crowd yelling, "Ice Climbers! Ice Climbers!" I don't think it's gonna happen this week. It's not gonna happen.
Are we gonna see it? Is Jared going to give in to peer pressure? He's not making his way.
Random. No, it's not gonna be random.
But
we got Byleth. Interesting.
Byleth is coming.
Do we get the Fire Emblem battle? Do we get Fire Emblem? Do we get a Fire Emblem battle? Does he go? Is he gonna go K. Rool? You know he does it.
No, he's going Bowser.
Interesting.
A new move. But seriously, in that last match,
tournament on the line.
That SD from Nimbus into Gaton for Mitch, into Mitch free-stocking Nimbus was an absolutely upsetting play. But onto this match, we have Byleth versus Bowser, a new face in this tournament. Byleth is getting her combos in on Bowser, but Bowser, being a heavyweight, can do a ton of damage with just one hit. He stalls himself in the air, prevents being hit by an up smash. Very good move from Jerry. But he is also at 100+%. We could see a kill here from Bowser. Tries to edgeguard with the Fire Bear. Almost works. Sadly, does not it's not taking into account that Byleth has a tether. It can come back from the depths. And kills off the top with that command grab. Speaking of killing off the top, Jared seems to be going for that. Almost gets the tipper from Eridbar. He is following up the attack, tries to get Bowser with that, with the fail not shot. Once again, trying to get a kill off the top with that up air. He is hungry for it, sending Bowser sky high for that. Now, Bowser being a heavy character is going to take quite a beating here, but, and as I say that, the tipper from the back air is what takes him out. But, once again, Bowser, very heavy character, very hard to kill, and can do a lot of damage in just a few attacks. We're going to see if Professor J can take care of that.
I'm curious about the character switch. You know, DK heavy character, Bowser heavy character. What is it about Bowser that he would bring to this matchup that DK couldn't? Why the character switch?
I think it's because DK has very limited range options, and while Bowser does not have very range options, he has got Fire Breath, and he has a command grab. DK does not get spiked from the up air and kills off the top with that down air. What a kill! But yes, Bowser does have more options than DK in this matchup, and I think it was a wise choice of him to go Bowser in this match, as he is proving, being up a stock against Commentator's Curse, no longer up a stock against Jared, but it is a very, very close match. We're going to see if Professor J can bring out a win here against Jared's Byleth. That is the first time we've seen get down B. Not a move you see very often from Bowser. Comes down, barely touches him, gets him off of his, gets him out of range. Now, if he had aimed for the platform barrier, I could have seen a kill. Does not quite land that forward smash that would have absolutely decimated Jared. But if we can see him land that side B, that command grab, and we can see, but we don't. He still lives. It is, but not he gets the spike. Jared has taken the stock against Professor J, and the match, it is going back to another 2v2, the last 2v2 of the night to decide who is the champion of the Scrub Mentor bracket.
Unbelievable. I mean, you couldn't ask for it, to play out any better way. We talked about this before the event. I hope it ends with the 2v2, and here we are. We're getting it. It's gonna be something. And wait.
Yeah,
What are these picks?
We are seeing two of the best, most interesting team comps here with DK and Link once again versus Pikachu and Lucas.
Everybody kind of going back to their comfort picks, right?
Yeah. Now, if it is anything like last match, if the Wheel of Fate turns in the favor of Team Rocket and DK does not die so early, then we could see a triumphant comeback from Team Rocket.
And not only that, I think the last time they played a 2v2 was on a flat stage. Right, now we have some platforms.
We have some platforms, and we have those little creases at the edges of Yoshi's Island. As I have learned playing with Mitch, those can eat your shadow balls and your projectiles in general. So, seeing how Lucas, a projectile-based character, will fare on this map is going to be interesting. Mitch comes back, gets Jared off of them. Nimbus has had a stock taken off of her. Everyone else is at least 80%. We are almost see a gimp from Jared onto Professor J, but Mitch comes in with the clutch save. There's the kill from the up smash. Now, we could have seen, we are not going to see a kill from that. Oh, Mitch going very deep there. That is very scary. Now, we see him gimped, but that is Mitch's first stock. Mitch is still very, very good. We can see him take more stocks. Now it seems like they've gone to their own respective corner. In my opinion, I would... Oh, but see, Nimbus gets the spike. DK still has good horizontal recovery. Does not make it back while Nimbus tries to gimp him. But doesn't make it back onto the ledge. Very, very unfortunate for Nimbus. But he gets the spike. He's spiked. It's now 3 stocks total on both sides. Mitch is still up 2 stocks, as is Jared, but Mitch has a percentage lead. We could see a kill on Jared very, very soon. Seems that Mitch is going for down. Tries to get a kill off the top on Jared. He almost gets it. But Mitch is at over 100%. He gets the kill on Jared. But Jared is now back down to only 9%. Mixed skill, and we're going into the final stocks of each character. The air has never been tenser. We see that he's struck. We see that oddly. We get a kill on Nimbus. It is 2v2, but DK is at a very high percent. DK is going to need to play very carefully if he wants to get this win. Accidentally spikes his own character, but it is now Jared versus Professor J again.
Oh!
The
That is
Destiny,
it. Oh
your
my goodness,
winner
Jared
of
pumping
the
his fist
Mentor
like he just won the World Heavyweight
Tournament
Championship.
is Pika No More, Jared and Nimbus. Congratulations.
Holy smokes. That was something.
What an exhilarating match.
Can you believe it? Coming down to that. Oh my goodness. That's what it is. Hey, let's give a little bit of credit to this. Beavis, you've seen Nimbus and Jared practicing for the whole week ever since the thing was announced.
I have.
And they've been practicing not only in the arena, but outside of the arena. They're friends. They're longtime friends. Professor J, Mitch, put together as a team 5 minutes before the event starts. Mitch comes into the event 2 minutes before the event starts. Doesn't even know who his teammate is. And they make it to winners finals, make it to the grand finals, play very tight near the end. There's a potential team right there. And again, we're going to run this event back in 2 weeks. That could be the winning team.
Absolutely.
If they get a little bit of practice time in, you know, so that could be something really special. I'm looking forward to that.
Once again, I think a reason that they've made it so far is because of their team synergy, being able to cover each other's weakness. Link being able to protect DK from long range, and DK being able to get in there and dish out as much damage as possible. But as they have proven, practice does indeed make perfect, with Nimbus and Jared taking the tournament.
Absolutely. We're going to see if the players want to do a little bit of, is Dr. J, is he taking off? He's taking off. Hey, great to have you. We got to give him a bond farewell. A bond farewell, absolutely. See him around. We're going to see if we got Beavis signing off for the night. We're going to invite Nimbus here. For,
absolute joy to be here.
Absolutely. Thank you. Really coming in clutch. We appreciate play-by-play. And, hey, we'll probably end up doing it again in 2 weeks.
I am more than excited to see
then,
how
my
that
friend,
happens.
You have a good night.
You too.
Let's get Nimbus over here. Nimbus! We got Nimbus! Oh. We got that. Nimbus, come and have a seat. Logan, thank you very much. We gotta get Nimbus in here. Please do.
I'm gonna do the same thing as you.
You gonna do the same thing? Yeah, I kinda, this is how I roll. Let's make sure you eat the mic and we'll be alright. Yeah, not quite lit. So this is kind of a cool deal because, let's be fair. The whole Smash Brothers event started with Damien and Jared coming in, wanting to start the tournament, bringing you in shortly afterward as a friend, as an observer. How long have you and Jared known each other?
So we've known each other since like the beginning of high school, but low-key, I found him annoying at first. No, but then we became friends. So I've known him for all of high school, and then we became like closer friends when we both realized we started going to Upstate together. So.
And you're both dual enrollment and
Yeah.
both graduating in your teens or something around there.
Yeah.
You're in your final year as it
I
stands?
graduate next semester.
There you have it. And I think Jared the semester after. So absolute whiz kids. Now, so I'm curious about what happened earlier. Earlier, I don't know if that taunt by Mitch was deliberate. I have to assume that it was deliberate. Did that fire you up a little bit?
I didn't even see it, honestly. And I don't blame him for doing that because I think I SD'd, right?
You might have.
Yeah, so.
But then we saw you really went it in. Once he did that, I mean, it was just like you just
I mean,
pelting him.
I get mad when I SD. Like, I get so mad because I'm like, I know I can do better than that. And also, I mean, in the past, Mitch has called me out for SDing before. So sometimes I do feel salty about that a little bit.
Right.
Because he's walked by and he's been like, come on, Nimbus, when I've like SD'd. But
Sure. And I mean, to be fair, Mitch won contenders weeks before. I'm sorry, he won scrubs weeks before you, and he's been playing his way through contenders. He's kind
Yeah.
of starting low in contenders, going to kind of middle of the bracket contenders. He'll probably really be up there. And I know you were a crowd favorite last week. It was a big deal when you won that scrub bracket. How awesome is that, knowing that, hey, you went from scrubs last week to winning technically what's kind of a pretty big tournament?
I mean, it's really cool, and I do think I improved from like just even the beginning of the tournament to the end. I feel like I was playing a lot better by the end, and I was surprised that like me and Jared are actually like fighting well together because we didn't practice that at all beforehand. We just kind of went into it. So, but yeah, no, I'm really like Jared did the heavy lifting, but I still am proud of myself.
Yeah, that was kind of the meme that the top champion
Yeah.
players might do heavy lifting. Now, you said you didn't practice. I'm guessing you didn't practice a lot of the 2v2, but you practiced against each other where he was coaching you through
Yeah.
Pikachu for the whole week. You kind of had that.
Yeah, I mean, this past week we were busy, but he has coached me before on Pikachu, so I did kind of know what I should be doing. And then he was coaching me again, so that did help make me remember what I needed to be doing.
But in terms of 2v2, you didn't even play against computer opponents, CPUs or anything. This is
No.
the first time you.
Yeah,
This is the first time you've ever even had an idea of like, oh my goodness, I don't want to hit my own.
Yeah.
Was that? What was bigger stress? Trying to not die, trying to actually hit your opponent, trying to not hit your teammate? What was the most stressful part?
So in the beginning, when we were both Pikachu, the most stressful part was just like knowing which one I was. I was like, oh my god. I think I SD'd one time because I thought I was him, and I just like let myself fall. But
Is that what prompted the character change? Because we changed the team name from Pika Pika to Pika No More, because I think he was done. Pika No More. He was
well,
over.
it's because I mean he like barely won against Rob with the Pikachu, and so then after that he didn't want to lose. I didn't want to lose either. I told him at first he said he was gonna choose Byleth anyways, and then he said, "Oh, we can do double Pikachu," and I was like, "Okay, if you want."
And that was a game time decision? Like just before the tournament, he
Yeah,
said, let's run it?
basically, yeah.
Wow, because I saw a little bit of practice out there with the Pikachu. I thought, oh my goodness. So that was the other, in other words, that was the biggest struggle in the 2v2 was trying to figure out which character you are on the screen at any given time. Because the shades of yellow are, what is the biggest difference is the cat that you're wearing. One of them will wear a baseball cap and one of them will wear a party cap, and that's
Yeah.
all you got to go on.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, listen, congratulations. Well done. We're going to run this back in 2 weeks, so you're
All right.
technically going to have the pressure of being the defending champion.
Don't worry, I'll be better in 2 weeks. Just
Okay,
like-
we absolutely count on that. Enjoy the holiday break.
Mhm.
Thank you again for coming and playing. Jared, let's have a word with you, my friend. This is awesome. This is great for us to see, one, that you can win an individual tournament, and let's be honest, there was some criticism. When you won your individual tournament, where was Los? When you won your individual tournament, where was Damien? When you won your individual tournament, where was Jake? When you won your individual tournament, was Professor J in there, maybe on the opposite side?
Yeah, he was.
He was in there. So it's not like you, and look, Rob was there, Jelani was there, great players were there, but there were some people that said, hey, he can't beat the best players. I always thought that you could. Here today, playing a character that I think you play Pikachu about as often as you take international flights overseas, right?
Yep,
So
that's
you pulling that on and doing about as well as you can, making a pretty deep run, and then once you got to losers, what prompted this whole idea of like Pika no more? It's a wrap.
Well, getting to losers. That's one.
That was it.
Yeah,
As
yeah.
soon as
it
you
was
got to
good.
losers, you're like, okay, if we're gonna win this, let's play a
Yeah.
little bit serious and not give me.
Yeah, it was a mix of stuff. I think I switched when I was fighting S and J because that team is like high key unbalanced. So I was like, I don't know if I want to use a character I'm not really that strong with to fight two people that could potentially like really do us in. So I was like, I'm gonna switch over. I'm gonna switch off the Pikachu. It was cool. I did a little bit, but I was like, at a certain point, I gotta try to go with what's most optimal, and
Right,
it was at that point.
I know Beavis and I were joking like, oh, this is just him because really, S was saying anybody he faces, again, he's mostly facing against scrubs, is free. So it's an okay claim to make. But the second you have to go 2v2, you're no longer just against low tier players. You're playing against a champion player. Initially, we thought this is a mirror match just to put him in his place, and then all of a sudden, as salty at losing, says that's his main. Lucas is his main. How did it feel to be kind of back on that main? Is it a comfort zone instantly?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's much better, especially in a 2v2 setting. So I kind of just got like lucky on that, where my main, the character I feel most comfortable with, is also really optimal for 2v2 situations like that. Not really many characters optimal for getting jumped by two people, certainly, I would say. So that whole situation, I'd say, was I don't really know. It was very stressful.
Right, Nimbus was talking about the biggest stress was her trying to keep track of which Pikachu he was, or she was. Was there some challenge in saying, for you when you were playing? I mean, you're a much higher level player. Was it a little bit confusing at any given point?
Not really. I was just keeping track of everything that like I know what I get hit by, what I'm going to hit other people with, and where I'm moving, and I do like small things to readjust to figure out exactly if I do ever get lost, like which one I am. So it really doesn't really happen with me that much, but yeah. I can see
So
how
what's the
that
biggest challenge then in the 2v2? I asked Nimbus for her was tracking. Is it again making sure you're and how much of it is as a high tier player is like? Are you at any point thinking, let me create some space for Nimbus, or is it just you playing your game? What's that challenge?
no, it's definitely let me create some space because I want to make sure that I was giving her room to be able to like hit other people, and then I was like, all right, I'm gonna kind of catch them on the launch. If she launches them, like Pikachu attacks really slowly and has like multi hits, so I can see if they're like what direction they're gonna go in before like during the attack. So if she hits somebody, then I'm like, all right, they're gonna be over here in like a little bit, so I'm gonna go ahead and set myself up to do a combo, stuff like that. And I was like kind of trying to stay out of her way for the most part, and just like kind of catch them slipping or like on recovery. And then a lot of situations where I ended up in by myself versus two players, and I'd have to basically make them fight each other or make them like kind of use them against each other, and I would actually like position myself close enough to where I'd be like, all right, they could hit me, but they could also hit their teammate, and I kind of want them to hit their teammate, so I'm gonna just kind of stay really close to them, and then I'm gonna try to set that up to where that would work. And in some situations that did work, and just trying to get them to attack each other and trying to like throw them off like that was like a little bit of strategy involved with that. So yeah,
Right. What would you
that was
say
the
is-
biggest challenge.
What's the ratio between stress and fun in a 2v2? Like 70% stress, 30% fun? Is it 50-50? What is it about?
I'd say it's about 50-50. It's no, I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely like 70-30. It's very stressful. It's a certain it's very stressful. It's not. I would not say that. A lot of the situations were very stressful. It's not a lot of fun. It's very stressful. It's fun when you're doing like combos and stuff with your teammate, but after you're alone and you get in like you 2v1, that's when it gets really stressful, and then it kind of like turns into a high pressure situation. It's yeah.
I didn't ask Nimbus about this, but what was the endurance like? Because you go from winners finals to losers finals to grand finals, reset that bracket, grand finals rematch, 4 matches in a row. I know after the second one, Nimbus was like, can I just get a break to stretch my legs, please? I don't want to get deep vein thrombosis, and I think I need a sip of water, right?
Yeah.
So we took that little break. But what was that like back to back to back to back?
I told her, I was like, all right, so when we got to the grand finals reset, I told her, I was like, so none of that stuff before here happened. Like none of that happened. And that's kind of the mindset I try to put myself into, like, for stamina, because, like, you can really get bogged down and, like, man, I got this bar, I'm getting kind of tired. But you just have to put yourself in the mind space, like, none of that before happened. And, it's just, like, just a normal set, brand new set right here. None of that happened. And that's what I told her, and that's how I felt, too. I was like, none of that happened. We just got to, go at it again. None of that happened. So it was, yeah, like, I really didn't feel much of anything with that. It was, yeah.
So how does this? So explain to me the how fun is this kind of being in that coaching position? Is it a feeling of like you did something good, you saw somebody improve, and you won this 2v2? How does it rate in terms of, because you won city tournaments, you've won some regionals and things like that. You certainly won a tournament here. How does this sort of stack when, hey, part of your success is not just how well you play, but kind of how well you coach and develop somebody else?
Yeah, that was actually the most fun part, I'd say. Being able to coach and just like see gameplay patterns just like being recognized by other players, like by my teammate, and just being implemented in match like in real time, I feel like is one of the best ways to help somebody improve as a player. And it's like it'll show them something. Like having an extra set of eyes is really good for when you're approaching certain matchups or certain players. And I just feel like watching that change in real time happen, like, oh, I didn't see that before. Now I can exploit this to my opponent, and then just like seeing the tide shift in the match, definitely was the most fun part of this whole thing. Definitely.
Yeah, that is. I can't tell you how fun it was to see. So, were you surprised? Actually, you probably were pleased. Did you like the fact that so many of those matches went 2v2?
Oh yes, I actually did. I was surprised. I was like, I thought that a lot of them would be a wash, and I'm just like, oh, I'm afraid that we're not going to see the main event, which is the 2v2, because they're all going to be washes. But no, actually, like a lot of them, yeah. I think most of them went to the 2v2.
Yeah,
went to game 3.
They absolutely did.
Yeah.
I'm looking at. We have 1-2-0. We have only 2 2-0s the entire night.
Wow, that's
so
crazy.
almost every match went to a 2v2 at the end.
That is insane.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that was fun to see. Was that part of the whole thing? Is that I noticed that happening too, which was sort of the idea that you and I had developed. I came up with this idea sort of initially, and then you really refined it and put you smoothed it out and put the finishing touches on this. I noticed what seemed like a lot of coaching saying, this is what the opponents are doing. When you fight them, watch out for this. These are their tendencies. Were you doing that with sort of Nimbus the whole night?
Yes, a lot. I was like, you want to catch your landing here. You want to do this in this situation. Don't forget about this. It's just like situational awareness stuff that I feel like reminding your teammate of a lot is like really, really good, because it's like, all right, now you're developing as a player, because right now you hear me telling you like reminding you about this and all these things. Pretty soon it's going to come natural for your own self, and it'll just naturally in your brain happen as a player during match. So yeah, just seeing that again was like, yeah, it was real cool.
I'm excited to see this run back in 2 weeks. We don't know what the brackets will be like. I'm hoping that the team, sort of like the mentor-pupil, or we could say coach-scrub combos, kind of stay the same. We get a little bit of consistency to see how that development is there. And I think there will be significant advantage. And I think this is something, because we can't ban people from playing. I think there's going to be a significant advantage to people who are going to spend a dozen hours between now and that next event to actually practice together.
Yep.
And prepared, and maybe even do. Are you planning on a little bit of a 2v2 on the off time over Thanksgiving break with Nimbus against the CPU at the highest level?
Maybe. I'm not sure yet. Again, this was kind of like, we did really well with it, just like with what we were doing. I feel like I just need to like refine a little bit of the game plan and be like, all right, well, if we do this again, then we're gonna actually have a little bit more coordination. It was just kind of us winging it, but yeah, I feel like definitely by the next time, and a lot of people are definitely gonna practice themselves. I saw J and S practicing, and that was like actually really, really, really concerning, because they were doing good with their team combos and coordination. I feel like they had the best coordination tonight. So,
yeah, they were dead set.
Yeah.
Essien especially, who couldn't wait to actually get back in.
Yep.
He did, because if he had to choose between commentating and being in contenders, he's like, I'm just gonna stay in commentary unless I make champions bracket. So it was good to see him sort of in on it. Well, I couldn't be any happier with how well things went. I appreciate you, again, for starting the whole FGC here at Upstate, seeing what it is now, and sort of just this idea of just sort of togetherness and family that we have for the Thanksgiving holiday and what we'll have later for the holiday season in December for our final event. Any last words you want to say before we send it out, or do we just send it?
We can just send it. Yeah, I'm happy with how everything was ran. A very, very cool event. I feel like this was definitely one of the coolest weeks. Definitely.
Absolutely. We had Beavis come in on doing commentary. By the way, he finds out 15 minutes before the whole event starts. And I ask him, hey, you ever done commentary? He's like, I never have. How well do you know the game? I think I know it. Okay, you're on.
Yep.
And then me just doing color commentary. So to all the viewers, I appreciate your patience with me. Don't know much of the game, but I certainly I know the students and the players and the stories and the background and some of the drama that's happening. I originally wanted to call your team frenemies. Because like what Nimbus said, where she low-key, what she say, low-key kind of thought you were annoying at first until you became.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
best of the
I
bunch.
still need to run review on that because what was she talking about on the mic over here? You know, it's fine. You know, it's
We'll
fine.
see. We'll sort that out. That's part of the fun of what it is. So everybody, thank you so much for watching this week 7 for Super Smash Brothers here at Upstate Thursday Night Throwdown. This time being a family event. We'll be back in 2 weeks with it once again. The run back. Until then, have a great holiday.